No.
T stands for teaching, E stands for educating, and A stands for bringing awareness. And that's exactly what we are doing. Somebody put me in B-flat because I feel like I'm about to go there. Oh, I feel my hip coming up.
Good evening, good evening, good evening. Make sure my stuff is, good evening. Lord Jesus, I'm used to going in the evening, y'all. It's afternoon, morning time, or whatever, wherever you at. Good morning. Good morning, y'all. Y'all, it's been so long since I've been seeing y'all. Y'all, let me help y'all. I have been busy. I've been busy, focused. Let me get y'all. Excuse me for what I'm about to do today. This is not customary, but I had ordered. Y'all see that catfish and fries? I had ordered me. I had to perform last night, y'all, at the Heritage, and they got Uncle Johnny's doggone soul food up there, whatever. And I'm gonna show y'all something. Listen. If y'all don't like catfish, baby, that's your business. I love me a good old nasty catfish with some fries and some getty. But that's not what we hear about. Let me give you some napkins. I don't want to be all eating on y'all and stuff, but it's good, y'all. It's good. Anywho, so y'all, it has been. I'm waiting for some people to come on into the chat. I got some on my face now. I'm waiting for some people to come on. Good morning, Somali. Good morning, Diana Williams. Good morning, Valerie Henson. Good morning, Teresa Leachman. Good morning, Tim. Good morning. So, essentially, y'all, listen. I want to just jump into this thing because it's a lot of that's not true, this not true. So, essentially, what has taken place. Good morning, Erica. Essentially, what's taking place is, you guys, there was a competition that was held in Chicago this past weekend, hosted by Just Cause Dance. Make sure my hair is together. Hosted by Just Cause Dance, and I to be honest with y'all, it's all over the place. It's all over the place. I'm getting this side of the story. Somebody else is saying, "Oh, that's not true." Let me make sure I send who I need to send. Y'all don't want to want my catfish to get cold. Make sure I send everybody that was attending the competition the link. Now, I don't know if the judges are going to come on. I'm definitely going to send Tyrus the invite to his inbox now, because he was one of the ones that actually have voiced his displeasure with what had happened this past weekend. So I want to give him the opportunity, if he would like to come on or whatever, to address the people, because the people want to know what exactly happened in Chicago. Now, I named my thing, it was real windy in Chicago this past weekend because, baby, listen, these teams is getting out of control. So basically what I've gathered, and I'm going to say allegedly because I'm going to let them come on to tell us out, but I have gotten several inboxes this morning from people stating that they attended a competition. There was one team that was in question. They stated that the team was having issues from the time they actually started. It went all the way back from the coaches meeting, basically, stating that the team came in, was like, "Oh, our team is not that big, so we don't want to do X, Y, and Z. It's not fair," whatever the case may be. I actually have a video of a coach, and I'm gonna let that coach remain anonymous, but I actually have a video that was sent by a coach that actually attended said competition, and it basically shows where the issues started to kind of get out of hand. basically what Tyrus was saying was that he was on a judges panel. There was a decision that was made regarding the scoring or what have you, and they obviously didn't like the outcome. So they decided to basically try to rush the judges table or whatnot. I don't know if they were trying to attack the judges. I mean, if you say you rushing someone, that's like, what is we talking about? What is we, what y'all about to do? Let me send Jamar Horton, because that is my buddy. So let me send him a inbox right now. Let me see. Where is Jamar at? Oh, here you go. Let me send Jamar an inbox so he can have the opportunity to come on as well. But yeah, y'all, it's just a lot. It's a lot of foolishness going on with these teams. So I do have one coach that actually attended the competition, and she basically let me just play the video so y'all can kind of see, so I can get y'all prepared. Jamar, I don't know. Oh, I guess we're not friends on Facebook, Mr. Horton. Never mind. I thought we were friends on Facebook, but evidently we're not. That's news to me, but okay. That's gonna be another conversation for another day with Mr. Horton. But good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, Diamond. Good morning. So let me play the video. Let me see. I do have the video. Hold on, y'all. Give me a second. Let me make sure I had it downloaded so y'all can actually get the full shindig of what took place this past weekend in Chicago. There it goes. Y'all give me one moment, please. Anyway, okay, so I have it right there. So let me come over here, add video clip, recents. Where we at? Let me see. Y'all give me 1 second. This is a video. I don't know why it's not letting me drag it. Okay, so let me do this. So here is the video. Let me present the video file. What I want y'all to do is I want y'all to pay attention to this person right here. The coach is going to be able to tell me, excuse me, the coach is going to be able to tell me who, I don't know. This is one of the coaches from the team. This is where it started from. So this coach that's in this black hoodie is starting to approach the judges panel. And then you're going to see a girl that's in pink come right behind them and start. You're going to hear what she's saying. So you see she's coming really aggressive, talking about this is day two, this is day two. So this is two coaches that was from said team, Do Damage dance team out of Chicago. I think they're out of Chicago, but yeah. So this is, yeah, you can hear. Let me play it again so y'all can see it real slowly. So she's getting aggressive. So I'm gonna bring one of the coaches actually that won grand champion the second day. This is Coach Lindsay from Starstruck Superstars from Maryland. Y'all do not hear Coach Lindsay's name in no mess, no shape or form, Hansi. She is Coach Lindsay. She stays in the doggone cuts. But she said that definitely she expressed her concerns and displeasure about how she personally felt the actions of this team take. So I'm gonna let you go ahead and kind of give us basically, Lindsay, the background.
Okay, so what happened was day one. So first of all, Starstruck has two teams. Everybody knows that. We have a beginner team and an advanced team. Our advanced team had competed on Saturday with in the advanced category. Our beginner team, which was a completely totally different team, competed on Sunday. So the packet was extremely convoluted. I can say that it had a lot of twists and turns in it. You had to really, really pay attention to the packet with the categories and things like that. Um, Long story short, on Saturday in a coaches meeting, so I have staff that review the packets and do all of that. But in a coaches meeting, I had stepped in on Saturday, and I heard the coach from Do Damage say, it was a conversation about stands and scores, and Jamar was explaining to him, the top 10 teams will do stands. And he was like, well, we're really only good. We only focused on what we were good at. And I'm assuming that's the creative. And so
Mm-hmm.
Jamar, in my opinion, was motivating him. Was like, don't ever bring your team down. Do what you're good at. Jump out there. Blah blah blah. So that was that. So then all of us, all the coaches are standing around. It's like, it's clearing the packet. But at the end of the day, they were able to do stands on day one. They actually won in one of the categories. And I remember on the elevator congratulating the male coach. I said, oh, great job. Here you were worried and look at y'all end up winning, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I can say the vibe, in my opinion, there's always some things that competitions could do better, hands down. But the vibe from the teams were off the chain. Like everybody was cheering everybody on. Everybody was kind. Like it was really no negativity. There were some other hiccups, but as it relates to the amount of teams that came together, especially on day one, it was like 14 teams. The
Mm-hmm.
vibe was everybody was like just cheering each other on. So get to day two, total different competition.
Let, let me
I
let me
think.
let me ask this, let me ask this because I want to make sure that we have all this in the docket so y'all can kind of see what actually happened leading up to what happened on the second day. What
Mhm.
happened at the coaches meeting? What was the conversation like at the coaches meeting?
So when I walked up, it was a conversation that it was talking about the category. So the judges came up, and some of the coaches were like, they wanted to know what the judges were going to be looking for, and the judges, was giving their spiel on what they would look for, how they would judge. And then I heard part of the conversation. Well, somehow stands came up, and the coach from Do Damage had said. That they were only competing in one category, and because
Mm-hmm.
they were only taking top 10 for stands, how would that affect them getting, being a part of stands?
Uh-huh.
And they were like, well, it's going to be on total scores. It's hard to tell at that point. Competition didn't start how you would score, but Jamar in that same conversation was like, try in the future, try to compete. Don't ever downplay your team. Like he was just, in my opinion, it was motivation.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you know, and then the coach kept saying, well, I only focused on what we were good at. And that was pretty much. And so all the other coaches standing around like, well, it was clearing the packet. And so I had suggested to Tez, and I don't know if he's watching, but I had suggested, I said, well, I've been to a competition before, which was actually Buck or Die. I said, they take an average. So if you're in two categories, um, your score is divided by two. If you're in one category, your score is divided by one. That kind of all equals to the same. And they were like, well, it was clearing the packet. I said, okay, well, let me mind my business on that because it don't really matter, you know. But at the end of the day, they still were able to do stands. I think they allowed all the teams to do stands, if I'm not mistaken, because I do know that they won in a category in stands. And I believe it was the mini stands or tiny stands. Um, so um, that was that. So that was day one. Day two was a completely total different competition, total different categories, and total different teams. So the way it was written was like day one was advanced and day two was beginners. So day two did not have stands. It only had intro and creative and palms. Those were the three categories. Day two seemed to be going well. I don't know what happened, but at the end of the competition, our kids are celebrating, and these are our beginner kids, so I feel some type of way because they always get the short end of the stick, and this is their time to celebrate. And I just look over, and it's pure mayhem. Like it was, my kids are crying, my parents are pushing the kids out. Like it was not like. they were upset, and the judges would tell you, I went to the table and I said, if they want the trophies, they can have them. It's not that serious. They can have all of our trophies, literally. If it's about that, just give it to them. Like, clearly this means too much. And Tyra said to me, he's like, Lindsay, no. I said, no, they could just, it, if it means that much, give it to them. I offer all of our trophies, and they can tell you that. So just give it to them. Like, we have, it's no big deal. Um, it's all about the kids. We losing it, and they got really bad. They were on the mic like we're calling the police. Like, it was yelling, shit, and kids were crying, parents running. It was a mess. And in these day and times, and having someone that was just recently a victim of violence, like that type of stuff isn't taken lightly, and that's not. It wasn't cool.
Okay. So that is Lindsay's experience. I'm gonna let Lindsay kind of stay on because Lindsay was so to my understanding, Lindsay, you were the grand champion from the second day, right? Uh oh, Lindsay, did we miss you? Okay, you were the grand champions from the second day, right? Okay. Hello, Lindsay, can you hear me? Because I think you went out, babe. Come back, come out and come back in because I can't hear you. Come back and come back in. We do have another we have the actual director from Do Damage dance team that actually is in the waiting room. I'm going to allow her to come on to basically say what because she's saying that that's not how it went. So I want to be, 100% transparent. I want to make sure I give everybody an opportunity that wants to voice their opinion, the opportunity to voice their opinion of what they feel it happened. So this is Miss Nisa. Miss Nisa, this is she is from Do Damage. She is the team that everybody has been basically speaking on, saying that basically saying, what happened. Nisa, what actually happened on in your opinion, what happened where it went left?
Okay, it started out from day one, day comp one. Okay. From the coaches meeting, okay, let me clarify this up from the previously coach that just spoke. Okay. We asked them about in the package. We read the package. We did not see it. It stated that you had to do certain categories, to qualify for stands. Another clarification, we asked about that, and then Jamar did, speak on that with my director, stating to him that you had to do, certain things in the future to push more harder. He did state that. Respectfully, he did. Another thing was the day of day one. We got, I guess, disqualified from mini stands. To clarify that up, we did not win mini stands at all. No, my team did not do any stands at all. None of my juniors got not picked for top 10 at all. I guess because we only competed in all the captain battles, and we only did captain battles. We did everything besides field show and tag team duo. We didn't do two categories, but we did everything else. Okay, so that was that. We got disqualified or eliminated because we was told that a prop was supposed to be presented for many stands, which was a horse. It stated in the packet. It stated user human prop with a horse prop and many stands as a twist. Okay, we had our human, which is our mini dancer, and we had a blow up horse prop. You know what I'm saying? Versus in a packet, it didn't say demonstrate a horse prop in your stance with dancers. Okay, that's another reason why off top we just let it slide. See, day one we was quiet, but I'm only speaking on day one. I'm gonna speak on day two too. Okay, so day one we was quiet. Bam, we got eliminated. Kids crying. Okay, fine. We asked, what was the problem? What was the problem? You know what I'm saying? We asked. We definitely asked. They said that wasn't a prop. How that's not a prop? How? I'm not understanding. It definitely didn't it definitely didn't state that you need to incorporate, a person, your kids, in making a horse prop. You know what I'm saying? So that was that for one. Not only that, we didn't get to top 10 for junior stands. See, if anybody know me, okay, I only been out almost 3 years, but my team is notified as stands. My girls work hard for stands, okay? So yeah, we did not compete in field show because we're not strong in field show right now. We're still training and practicing on field show right now. So that's why we did not compete in field show. We're a small team, so at this point, like, field show right now is a struggle for us. So that's why we did not get into that category, okay? Certain categories we don't get in because we're not strong enough right now to come out to compete in. But we do compete in stuff that we know that we're strong in, okay? So that's day one. So after day one went, day two come up. Okay. Day two come in. We ain't say none. We already felt some type of way on day one because we didn't even go to the trophy ceremony because we felt a bad. We felt some. We just left. We went upstairs. It was just too much for our kids, for ourselves, all of it. Okay. Day two. Let me start off with this, and I'm gonna start all the way off to the end of the ceremony. Then I'm gonna backtrack. Okay. From a CEO, from Do Damage, I do apologize. I apologize for the behavior. Yeah, we did. We did. Kind of. Got too far ahead. And I apologize, but at the end of the day,
Wait a minute. Well, wait. Well, we want to make sure we transparent.
no,
What do
no,
you
I said no,
mean when
no.
you say it went too far? Because we got to be transparent here.
So,
What?
Okay,
okay.
like far as
So,
our behavior. Listen, let me talk, Beyonce. Our behavior, okay, and I'm speaking upon the mind. And I never, ever, never any competition. I never got out my body. Never. Anytime I've been cheated, I always been quiet. It just came to the point. It's just like I was really bad. I felt like I was cheated, like to the point, like as if like my team isn't good enough. Like we didn't do what we were supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? And it got to me. But to clarify, to say that we ran up and said we was gonna jump on anybody, that's definitely negative. Definitely negative. Tyrus, for you to say somebody even ran up on you, babe, you was all the way far to the left. Okay, did nobody run on you up on you at all? When I went to the judge table, I stated very angrily, I need to see my judge sheets, okay? Because basically at this point, it's like, what did we do wrong? And I'm speaking uponly about myself, okay? And another thing is, like I said, like I just said, yeah, I got up, I
and
angrily
then and
went.
then it's like this. I'm gonna say, speak from my point of view. Like with Tyrus, for you to say that I ran at you or anything, I didn't even run at you. If y'all want to know what really happened, that morning when we woke up for day two, Quincy came to me as a man to man. You feel me?
Let's see your face, baby. We just see your nose, and yeah, let's see your face. Okay, go ahead, keep going.
So me and Quincy came to me as a man. He pulled me to the side that morning at a competition. Now, man, you that day I already went to the host of the show. I said this show is a little bit funny already because you got Tyrus sitting on the bench as a judge when Royal Elite is his best friend. So I said that's already one. She say this is what she said out her mouth. She said
Please
I
speak
already
facts
know
on
what's going
everything.
on. She said, I already know what's going on with the judges. A lot of teams are coming to me. This is what she said. A lot of teams are coming to me. These will
Who
not
is
be my
who
judges.
is she?
Johanna. She
The
said these will
host.
not be my judges next year. She said a lot of teams are coming to me about how the judges are interacting with some of the teams here. She said these will not be my judges next year. She said, just imagine if these was my judges, I wouldn't have attracted all these teams from the South.
So let me make sure I understand this correctly. So um hold on for right because Jamar's coming in. Give me 1 second. It's in the studio, but I'm not saying.
Can I speak on that, Jazz?
Go ahead.
So for me, per se, I only attend competitions with certified qualified judges. If it's not a buck or die or it's something where I know, even my own competition, I have certified judges. So I don't come to a competition for the judges. My kids work hard. So at the end of the day, you have to have certified qualified judges. If you're a team that has a certain stature, you're going to be known by certain people because if you move and travel, but you don't compete for the judges, and at the end of the day, I know all of them, and I didn't win grand champions. So what are we saying? Like, you want your kids to be scored fairly, not by somebody's mother, not by somebody's cousin, because we have been in competitions before where people have pulled people out
Oh
of the
yeah.
audience to score them. We spend way too much money to travel to these competitions to be fairly judged. So to say that someone knew the judges, a lot of people know them. That doesn't
Right.
mean that you
So at a
won,
certain
that your kids didn't deserve something. And
so at a okay.
Let
my
her
team
speak.
only attends competitions for the judges because I want to make sure that they're scored fairly. I go to buck or die. We don't win all the time, but we get feedback and we take that feedback and we go back and fix it for the next time. So you don't see our team. You only will see our team at certain certified competitions because of the judges, not
Okay.
because of who they are. So
Okay,
I just
so I
wanted
got
to
a question.
clarify that because you said teams from down south, so that's insinuating our team from down south only came before the judges, and that's bullshit. And anybody that knows me or my team know that we go to compete. I
And
don't
then
care
it's
who
like
knows who.
respectfully, I understand what you're saying. I respect that. But at a certain point, we gotta look at it as we saying that these judges that can run around, teach everybody teams. You get what I'm saying? They get to teach everybody team. Not only that, they running around here. friends befriended a lot of the teams now. So now it's like they can't be liable judges because now they so deep in the major where they friend all these teams, they talking to these teams on the sideline and they teaching half of these teams. So what make it right for these people to be on the judgment when these teams are competing that they didn't talk before, that
Well,
they didn't.
I get that, but listen,
let me say
but
this because
hold
I'm
on,
gonna say
Jazz.
this.
Let me
That,
say
that's
that because you train your
right.
kids, and I just want to say that you train your kids. None of our choreo is used by any of those judges. We have coaches, certified coaches that are paid. We're not just parent coaches that teaches our kids. But you should spend time, just like you said, training your kids to give them exposure to different things. But that has nothing to do with judging at the end of the day. And I can tell you, I can show you, I can personally send you our score sheets. If that's the case, I first of all, three of the judges I didn't even know or don't know them or anything about them, and I feel like you're pulling for them. In my personal opinion on your team, because y'all performed right before us, and I had told Lady Jazz this, I said they're a young team, which you are very very young, and you could tell. And at the end of the day, you can build your team up to certain levels. A lot of us have been around for a while, and you take younger kids and you mold them to what you want them to be. You can't blame somebody else for that. So that's all that I'm saying in reference
We was
We're not
never
to.
blaming nobody.
we
It's
we
just
was
to the
never blank.
we never
Let me say
blame
something.
anybody because we have lost, and we definitely have
All
won
right,
a
let me
lot.
state this.
We
Okay,
never
so
blame nobody. It's just the fact that we just look at it like when people see small teams and they see teams that they've been judging for years, they go automatically. And I'm just being respectfully speaking, not all, but most judges definitely going to ride for who they go ride for, and not and
and
overlook the ones
if you
that
ask,
pretty much just came out.
if
And
you
I'm just
have,
gonna be real.
if you ask Johanna, the host of the show, how many teams went to her and said they felt that the judges was biased. A lot of teams went to her, but a lot of them didn't speak up how we spoke up, which it
So
was crazy.
let me ask this because I don't want to get this off track. Why do you guys personally feel, other than stating that these teams are personally friends that you know of with the judges, what else are you guys going off of and saying that that is the reason why y'all felt slighted in you
No,
guys' judging?
it's not even that.
Because this not
It's
even the
because
first comp.
Tyrus,
This
number one,
not
this
even the
not
first
Tyrus.
comp we have done, and this had happened to us plenty of times with these multiple,
With
with
these same judges.
yes.
Just like when we had exchange. Let me say this: it was an incident that happened at a competition a while back before,
And we're not
where
trying
we
to
did
bring nobody else team name up, but
we
it's
went
like this
against the
an
team. I'm gonna
example.
say this: we did a competition a little while back ago where we went against a team and we ended up winning against that team. But that coach, the CEO, didn't feel like we should have beat them, so he went back and posted a video of our girls, like, "Tell me how did this little girl beat my girl?" And right under that post, as you Tyrus, you having a big name, you don't go under the post and you
He
don't
didn't know us
discredit
from a can
nobody.
of paint.
You
He don't
don't
know us from a
discredit
can of
nobody.
paint. And you went under there and
Then
like bagged
discredit
us.
us like you don't know us. And then after that, every time we see him, it's like he never like
He
look at us
never
like, hey,
like
a
it's a
smile. He
snob.
won't even
Like
address us sometimes. He'll just walk right past us. Our parents speak to him at the competition. He walked straight past. It's no, and like I said, that morning of the second day, Quincy came to me, man to man. We had a
he did.
conversation.
He
He
did.
said, we had our little conversation. I won. Number one, me and Quincy never had a problem. He told me what I need to fix. He said, let me see better today. He said, go work and let me just see better. Basically, that was our conversation said. So me and Quincy, when he said that, he said, will you see J Ma? Quinn did what Quincy said. He said, when you see J Ma, I want you to pat him on the shoulder and be like, we don't got a, he said, say like something like, we don't have a problem with nothing. We good. He said, when you see J Ma, tap him on the shoulder. We don't have a problem with y'all. He said, Quincy said, what you and Tyrus got going on, I can't speak on that because I don't know what's going on with y'all situation. But he said, for me and my husband, I can speak and say, we don't have a problem with y'all. So when I at the end of the conversation, I wasn't going. I might came off aggressive because it was the heat of the moment. I wasn't going. I wasn't talking to no other judge but Quincy. Like I was asking Quincy when I walked up to the judge table. I said, Quincy, how do we lose hip hop? How do we lose hip hop? It wasn't going out none of the other judges. That's when JoJo stood up as he should at defending the people he came with. He jumped up like, "What you want to do?" And that's when the situation started escalating even more. It wasn't I was running. I was never talking to Tyrus. I never once bashed Tyrus. Tyrus, I don't know you from a can of paint. All I know you from is from commenting on the post when somebody discredited my girls and you came under there and discredited my girls right behind them, Tyrus. And we didn't never say nothing or
So
do anything to you.
when you say he discredits you, what did he exactly say?
I can't remember the exact word, but he got under that and started taking up for the
I
team.
remember exact words. Okay, the words was okay from another team CEO. They stated, "How did this team win?" And all the parents got under the post. Then it was Tyrus came under the post, said, "Do damage who?" Cool. I know y'all lying. I know you lying. I know you lying. I know they ain't never be
So
cat. Like you don't even know us.
it's been
How
an
how can you
ongoing.
even say anything like that? So it went back from there, okay? And then I'm gonna bring it back. What I don't like is, okay, we're a new team. Everybody start from the bottom and they bring themselves up to the top. Whether it's uniform wise, whether it's hairstyle wise, however, everybody struggle when you first coming out, okay? Yeah, I'm a friendly, I'm a new team, only been out 2.5 years. How dare you talk about my girls in their uniforms this day two, saying they had on Easter suits? Tyrus, how dare you? How dare you bash
Because
some little kids? Like
our
little
problem
kids.
was
I
never
have
with.
little kids on the team. Like, how dare you even do that? Like,
I'm
to be
telling
a
this.
judge. Like, that
This is
meant you
one
was
thing I can
thinking
say.
that when we first came
Tyrus
out
is
on the
picking
floor.
at us.
Like,
I'm
that
telling
right
y'all,
there,
this is
like,
not
that
no
I
beef. Like
totally,
this is not no beef.
like,
J
totally.
Ma, we never had a problem.
Okay, wait. 'Cause both of y'all talk at the same time. Let me give Jamar a chance because Jamar is one of the judges that was on
Can I say something before he talk, please?
the. Go ahead.
Me, J Ma, we never had a Quincy, your husband, came and pulled me to the side that morning. Me and him had a whole conversation. He said, I want you to tell your girl, like he told me, go stronger, dance harder, and use the floor. That's when he told me, when you see J Ma, pat him on the shoulder. What you and Tyrus got going on, I can't speak on that because I don't know. So I was never coming for J Ma nor JoJo on the judge panel. I was directly talking to Quincy. Quincy might have felt like I was coming off as strong as I was because it was the heat of the moment. I was saying, how do we lose hip hop? And that's when they thought nobody was never coming up there to swing off y'all.
Because it
Nobody was
definitely
never coming up
wasn't
there to
that.
attack y'all.
How
And then
two people go
wait,
jump
Niecy,
from, like,
Niecy,
how?
Can
wait,
y'all hear?
wait, Niecy. Hold up. We was never Tyrus. You was too far to the left for
Definitely
you to even
was
say
all the
somebody
way
was
to the left.
attacking you.
All the way.
We was
You was
never
over there in the
attacking you.
audience.
You was too far to the left.
Well,
We wasn't even thinking
let me.
about you.
Okay, wait. Okay, because Tyrus isn't up here. Tyrus is in the comment section. So
She need to
let's
be up here
let's
too.
let's kind of bring it back because I think Jamar's having some technical issues. You guys, it's a lot. It sound to me, just hearing y'all, it's to me, it sounds like there is y'all are saying that y'all feel like it's a personal vendetta from Tyrus towards your team, but Tyrus doesn't know y'all team. So I'm trying to figure out where you guys are
And
getting this.
That
right. Right, Miss Love. That's what we trying to figure out too. We barely know these people, and like we just trying to understand what's the problem. That's
and look,
all.
I can add all the parents to the call. Tyrus came downstairs.
Tyrus, check your inbox. I already sent you the link for the
We
platform.
just trying to figure out what's the problem ourselves. Because to be personally honest, like I I never like I'm
And then I
respectful.
commit my wrongs from the first day when I walked out because, and let me tell y'all from the jump, from this competition, from day one, it's been so much miscommunication going on from the day one when you entered this competition. It was a lack of communication from the person ahead. It was too many people in charge of the competition because they were trying to make it bigger than what it should have been at that moment. It was a lack of communication. We didn't get
It was
tickets
a
to the week
lot.
of.
So it
Hold up,
was a lot
Niecy.
of
We didn't get
frustration.
tickets to the week of. Stand battle music kept changing. So it was like going into the competition, you didn't know what to expect. We had captain battle. No music was sent out. That's number one. No music was sent out. Our girls went on the floor not knowing what to dance to. That's
Mizzy,
number
is
one.
that true? No music was sent out. Okay,
So
because I
then,
want to just play devil's
So
advocate because
no.
they're saying,
So
and I do know there's other coaches that attended
so
competition that did say that there was a lot of missing
it
pieces.
Yeah,
was
and that's
it
probably what
that's
a
what I'm
lot of
saying.
so
And
frustration
then it's
came
like,
in at.
so hold on, guys. So originally there was a question asked in the group about the captain's battle, and they said to a fast song. So you just had to prepare your kids to a fast song. It was no music for captains. It was a fast song. Prior to that, it was some stand music, and my coach, who's in charge of the packets and the rules, she kept telling me, the tempos are off. And
Yeah.
so prior to the competition, myself and Molly, I don't know if she on here, but Molly and I, who go back up a whole bunch of years, had talked. She's from FLTOD or FL
Yeah, for the love
F
of dance.
for the Love and Dance, right? So we had talked and we had talked about the tempos of the music, and we was like, this like it's not mixing. And so at that point, I said, so that's how the music changed because the tempos did not agree. So they are correct with that. As
and
it
it was
relates
just
to the
like the little thing.
organization, it could have been a little bit more well run. The thing that it's hard for me to judge because I only go to well run competitions. So I'm trying not to be biased in that situation because my expectations are a little higher than maybe somebody else. But I do feel like it could have been a lot of time was wasted um, without the organization. But it's still at the end of the day. Um, once you got there and we got in the flow of stuff. That is so that is correct.
Okay. Let me give Jamar a chance to speak, you guys. Please, without any interruptions. I want to give Jamar a chance to speak because Jamar was on the judges panel. He was one of the judges on the judges panel. So Jamar, can you kind of give us your and I know Tyrus is supposed to be joining us too because he wants to address some situations or whatever, so or whatever the case may be, with what has been said. But Jamar, can you kind of give us your like deal of what you feel, how everything went left? Because again, this is the video, guys. I don't know who this is, but this right here is where I started. Is that you saying this is day 2?
Yeah, day 2 we got. Yeah, day 2. Yeah.
So do you understand how if
so,
even looking at this video, it could come off across like aggressive?
No, I said day 2. Yeah, I did.
Okay, go ahead, Jamar.
So, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Can you guys hear me? Okay.
Uh-huh.
So leading up to the going us actually coaches going downstairs. Initially, I don't know what Quincy and JoJo stated, but initially myself and Tyrus had already said we really don't want to talk to the coaches. We really, if the rules have been already sent out, if everything has been already put into place, there was no need that I felt like we needed to talk to the coaches. But when we got to the corner, it was told to us that they wanted to see what we were looking for. Okay, cool. So just like Lindsay said, let's go ahead and go. Let's go ahead, you know, let them answer. So when he asked me, there was nothing honestly asked to the judges as far as what we wanted to see. The first question came from the coach of Do Damage. Is I stated, what is it that you guys would like to know from us? And his first thing to me was, well, they're saying that we have to qualify for top 10 to do stands, but the only thing that we practiced on, because I felt like our team was good, was creative and stands. That was your first mistake there. I then came back and said to him, if the rules say that you have to qualify for a stand battle, you have to do certain categories, then at least you should have put your team to at least try to number and at least try to get in that category so that you guys could get in the stand battle. Because if you only practice for creative and stands, how do you even know if you were going to make it to stands if it says top 10? The entire time on the panel, I was asking Johanna for the rules because I wanted to make sure that I was going directly by her packet. When she gave me the rules, and I clearly saw it say,
you guys never had any access to the rules prior to judging. Jamar.
No.
Y'all didn't have no access to, so there was no rule packet given to you guys is what you guys got to abide by prior to.
No,
okay.
We didn't have any. Nope, we didn't have any of that. When I got the packet was clear as day to me. The packet was clear as day to me. When I read it, you know, there was some things I was like, okay, so they got to do this, they got to do that. Me and Tyrus kept the packet beside us on Johanna's phone. The next thing was a lot of people, I can definitely say there were a lot of different things as far as miscommunication, because when it came to stand battle, the stand battle had twists. And some of the things that with us, we were like, okay, we were trying to kind of read between the lines. Well, one particular twist was you had to have something in your hand or whatever that represented a lasso. It was kind of, you know, misunderstand. Like, I guess we had a misunderstanding as far as the judges, because we were like, okay, if they're saying it has to be a prop, some teams would, you know, doing the symbol, some teams would not, and it was kind of thrown off to us. So everything that, if we felt like we made a mistake, we were even going back, re-adding the team back, bringing them back to the floor, like, okay, if this is what the rules say, we don't want nobody saying we're cheating. We want to go ahead and we want to make sure everybody has a fair opportunity. So really, to be honest, everybody did get a chance to do stands. The second day,
even when the
we were
jacket
being
said
told.
Our juniors didn't get a chance to do stance at all.
Who didn't?
Our juniors did not get a chance to do stance at all.
Do damage?
Yes.
Okay, well, did you guys sign up to do stands? The
Yes, we did.
juniors?
Yes.
Okay, well that right there, that wasn't on the judges. That wasn't on the judges thing. That would have been who was the host of the team. We were going as far as when we were saying everyone that's in the junior category that's doing stands come to the middle of the floor. Everyone doing seniors, everyone doing minis. We asked that. Jay Fever asked that. And then it even got to the point when it got to the junior category, I had to step in. Basically, I
Yeah.
came off the judges table and I had to step in. So, which wasn't a problem to me because I'm like, look, we've been here too long. I'm ready to go. Like the show shouldn't take these procrastination, all this right here. We don't need all this. Keep it going. So I came off the judges table and I stepped in and I helped, which I didn't have a problem with. After that, I thought it was a clear understanding. Where it went left was the next day, we're being told that the young man, I honestly do not know his name, the coach of the image, had been stating in the hallway, I'm gonna whoop the whole entire judges panel ass. They don't like me, different stuff like that. They cheating, all this. First off, I do want to make it clear, nobody in that building was trained by Jamar. Nobody in that building was trained except for JCD. It was their show. They did not compete. The teams that competed, I did not train. That was also said. It's a problem if you have a judge on the panel that has trained the majority of the teams in this building. Who have I trained that was there at that competition? No one. No one. So, first off, there were already lies being told. There were already accusations being put out there. Why? I barely even know this young man. Truth be told, we pass by each other at competitions, but all we say is hey and hi and bye. That's it. Why don't I like you? That's my thing. Why don't I like you?
Go ahead.
And
Go
then
ahead.
it went to at the end of day two. We
Come on.
at
What we
the
gonna
end
say?
of day two. Go ahead.
Jamar, number one, it was never nothing that was going on. Me and Quincy, how he came to me man to man that morning. They came and got me. They said, "Come here. Somebody wants to talk to you." Quincy said, "Come on, let's slide over here." He already spoke to me. He said, "Well, what?" He said, "What Tyrus and us got going on had nothing to do with y'all." He said, "When I see you, tap him like we good." That's exactly what Quincy said. Quincy said, "Me and my husband, I can't speak for Tyrus, but me and my husband, we don't have a problem with you." He said, "This is what I want to see from you."
But that's what I'm trying to understand. You keep saying Tyrus. What is the issue that you feel that Tyrus has against your team?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. He has an issue that we don't know. Like the joke he
Exactly.
made. Like the
So
joke he made.
how do you feel that he has
Listen,
an issue with
the
your team
joke,
if you
like
don't
he
know if there's never have y'all haven't had any type of y'all haven't had no type of anything. So I'm trying to figure out you guys can't
when
put out
he
assumptions that he has an issue with you guys just because of where the placements fell on a competition. I'm
no,
trying to
it's
understand.
right. We not even saying off of what he like y'all saying like we saying like he got a problem because
But no,
he
you're
don't
not
say nothing.
I'm saying
Tyrus,
you keep going back and telling us that Quincy told you that him and Jamar has no issue with y'all, and whatever y'all have going on between you and Tyrus,
yes.
that's between y'all. So there had to been
He
something said for Quincy to have even said that.
right because when I said once again I said not one when I went to Johanna I said everybody up in here we got all the teams up in here know they had a problem with they were going to Johanna and I can actually show screenshots that I'm finna send to you. They was going to Johanna. The screenshot showed after the fact I made the post on the page and said, "Hey, you feel me? The judge panel is biased. You feel me?" I went to Johanna and said that right after I posted on the page. One of her coaches texted me and said, "I'm not mad at you." But the simple fact is that they know what was going on already, and they know how a lot of teams felt already about the whole judges panel. Now with Tyrus, he'll walk past us. I can promise you, he will walk past us. Roll his eyes, won't say nothing. Yesterday, we talking to him as he walked past. He look at us, keep it moving. Roll is that Tyrus. I didn't mean to say Jamon. Tyrus. I meant to say Tyrus. My bad, Jamon. I meant to say Tyrus
The
was walking
reason
past us.
why, and I'm sorry to cut you off. I'm sorry to cut you off. The reason why you would feel like Tyrus walked by you because we all had a conversation, and it's not me taking up for Tyrus, but the whole thing is I'm standing by the entire truth. We had already been told that you felt like the judges panel did not like you. There was never
But
a particular name that you did. It was
but listen,
always the judges panel does not like my team. The
and it
judges panel does not like my team. That's why you didn't go to the next round. How, when I had
no,
already explained to you in the coaches meeting that if you didn't do all those rounds, all those categories, you weren't going to be qualified for grand champ. For
right.
stand battle.
But at what point?
So
What
how weren't
Are
I'm
you
trying to get an
saying?
understanding as how nobody how we didn't like you.
this is not the first time we
But
did. This
are
is what
you
we're saying.
saying?
This is not the first time we did bumped into an incident with Tyrus. Any competition we go to, Tyrus mean mug us from the judges table on down. Even if Tyrus the host, even if he the host, and this is what I'm
But,
saying.
but my
But wait a
question
minute.
is, did you
Can I
did you
ask a
know did you
question?
know Tyrus was already a judge before y'all registered? Because I seen the flyer myself. So if y'all already knew that Tyrus was a judge and y'all already saying that y'all had prior issues to him, why did y'all even register? Y'all should have made that executive decision as Nisa being the CEO to say, well, no, we're going to decide to not to do this show because of past instances. So again, we can't sit there and say one thing and then leave the other part out. It got to make sense. If you guys knew, like I knew, because I saw the flyer when it was advertised that Tyrus was going to be one of the judges, and y'all felt that Tyrus had a personal vendetta against y'all, which is what y'all are trying to say, then that should
But
have been our chance to sit there and say, well, no, we're not going
when
to do that
Also,
because of
Now,
what was going to go on,
But
or what could have
but are you
happened. Which
saying?
also,
now I
But are
understand
you
what you're
also
saying,
saying?
going. I'm sorry,
I'm
and
but
also
trying to be clear though.
okay,
So
for
I'm
me
trying to
speaking
be
to
clear.
CEO.
also
Are
at
you
the
saying that the teams didn't deserve what they how they placed, or you saying that the awards were given favoritism? Because I can tell you on day one, we tied with the what's the elite what's their name
Royal Elite.
Royal Elite, who was very very
let me do
good.
let
You
me do
couldn't
this
take
right quick because
anything
my
from
my
them.
numbers is up. Let me do this right quick. Give me 1 second, Lindsay. Y'all, just to let y'all know, we have two amazing competitions coming on. There is one that's taking place in Chicago. It's Showtime Live in the Windy City Midwest Regionals. We will have security and police officers on the campus. This will be hosted at the Hyatt Regency in Chicago, Illinois, April 21st to the 23rd, 22nd, 2023. There is still 6 spots left open and available. This is a Windy City regional, which means you will qualify for nationals that will take place in August. It's Showtime Live on the Sands Nationals 2023 and live in Miami, August 25th through the 26th. This is something that you do not want to miss. Open registration is down. We do not, and I repeat, we do not have any issues. Okay? Everything is on point at the show. Not saying it was, but I'm just saying y'all see the reviews. So if you guys are interested in registering for any one of these competitions, please see me in my inbox and I'll be happy to send over the registration packet. Again, you guys, April 21st to the 23rd, 22nd, 2023 is going to be the Hyatt Regency Schaumburg. That's on the white side of Chicago, up north. We're going to be up there at the Hyatt Regency Hotel. And then we will be in Nationals. It's Showtime Live on the Sands, Nationals 2023 in Miami, Florida. Okay, go ahead and finish what you were saying, Lindsay.
so
I
I
just want
got
to say
something to
this real
say.
quick because I just feel like we wasting a whole lot of time because this is
yeah,
personal.
definitely.
On day one, our team for creative had the same exact score as the elite team, and I'm sorry I keep forgetting their name. So at that time, we were asked if we want to do a captain's battle. We opted out of the captain's battle because our captain was actually preparing to do a captain's battle, and I felt like I don't put my kids just out there. I felt like the host should have had a tie breaking option, meaning put your names in the hat or tied off an intro or something like that. So I don't just throw my kids out there just to say I'm going to win second or third. At that particular time, I told my coaches, I said, we're going to take judges' pick. So it's probably going to be third because I'm not going to do the captain's battles. Not because I don't want to, it's because I don't want to not prepare my team for that. So at the particular time when we got to the awards, we had the same score. I had pulled the lady that was at the score table to the side. I said, I just want to explain to you why I opted out of captain's battle. From a director to a director, I don't throw my kids at the last minute into something and they're not prepared for. That's how injuries happen. That's how all that type of stuff happens. And I had told her, I said, she said, well, no, we picked names and that's how we came up with it. The awards came up. They said the elite team was third and they said Starstruck was second. Then Tyra said, oh no, she said judges pick, so we switched it. We handed the trophies. Now that's something I could have. We My team was like shook hands, handed the other team the trophy. The second place, we took the third place and kept it moving. So when we talk about competition fairness, like that's something as directors, sometimes we gotta put all the things aside and we gotta know what's deserving. If we both had the same score, sometimes it falls. That's how it's gonna fall. Second, third, like you have to prepare your team for that. My team, after being told we were second place, then got third place, dapped the other team up, gave them the trophy, and we kept it moving. It was nothing to get upset about. So that's all that I'm saying. And I
I'm
didn't,
gonna say this,
whether,
and Lindsay, I'm so sorry.
go ahead.
I'm gonna say this, and Lindsay is totally correct on that. That decision was extremely hard, but I'm going to also say that decision there, we had with some of the categories we had to honestly like go almost pick because it was like, okay, was timing off with this? Was this and that off? Was the lines off? Was this and that? That right there was an extreme hard decision. But the person, Jay Fever, was supposed to be the person to announce the awards, and he did not announce them. Someone else ended up announcing them. So therefore, that's how that mistake happened. I don't know how he got that mic. I'm just being honest. But Jay Fever was supposed to have it. The next thing was, as far as this year, the bomb rushing of the judges table. When
But Jamal,
when he
let me
came to the
ask
table,
that. Let me ask that. Did this young man actually bum rush the judges table? Because he's saying he did it. Y'all saying some, judges saying it did. He did bum rush?
let me tell you this. So
Or he
when
ran
he
up?
came from the
I
crowd,
walked.
we're
They took it as a
standing
bum
up.
rush because I walked up and my voice was projected. And I said, and I'm talking to this. What I'm saying, this had nothing to do. So for Tyrus to make a post and say, "Oh, he attacked me," Tyrus was on the left hand. I'm directly speaking to Quincy because me and Quincy didn't have a conversation. While it's no one else around, it's me and Quincy talking one on one, man to man. Me and Quincy talking right before this. He said, "I want to see this and I want to see that from y'all." And we walked off. He said, "I'm gonna." He walked out, spoke to the CEO, and after that, we didn't do nothing else. After that, I walked up to the table, directly speaking to Quincy. Not Tyrus, why Tyrus all the way on the other end. He's saying I attacked him. Was never thinking about you, Tyrus. You was never on my mind. You was never on my plate. I'm talking to the man I had a man-to-man conversation with right before the show started. So it was never me attack.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, okay, so because I gotta wrap this up because it's going in circles at this point. I hear what you're saying. They're saying you went on the judge and said this is the big issue. You're saying, oh, I just elevated my voice. Well, the judges are saying that you actually came to the table and was beating on the table. Was that or was that not what you did?
No, I was not beating on the table. I was projecting my voice, talking to Quincy, saying, Quincy, how didn't we place in hip hop? How didn't we place in hip hop? At that point, the boy
what it sounds also to me is because Quincy told you what he was looking for the day before, and y'all.
No, the day of. At 8:00 that morning, me and Quincy had a one-on-one conversation.
It's just one judge, sweetie. You can't take off of one judge what is supposed to be the deciding factor for your entire. There is five or how there was 6 judges.
Right. I'm not ever saying that. I'm talking to Quincy about what we were just saying, and from what I've seen, when you do hip hop,
but you're saying Quincy, how didn't we place in hip hop? Because we did what you told us to do the day before. Quincy,
no, this is not the day before.
This
wasn't the day.
Okay, but what I'm saying is, sweet. Listen, what I'm saying, baby. Because I know you're upset, but this is what you have to understand. I don't care if Quincy told you the day of, 5 days prior, or a month prior. It is your responsibility if you guys are going to take that and include that. Just because he gives you some advice to do and y'all try to incorporate it does not mean that it's going to automatically fall in your favor because of what one judge told you. You have to think and consider the other judges. Every judge looks for something different. You cannot tell me in any competition, each of them judges are going to look for the same exact thing. One judge might sit there and say, oh, I like this team better, I'm gonna score them higher. And then the other judge was like, well, no, you didn't catch his mistakes. It's happened in my competition. The judges are there to do their job. Some judges may like a little bit something. What y'all call favoritism is what people call I like better. So one judge may say, oh, I like them better. And it could be that point or that one point on their judges sheet that takes them and helps them win whatever the category is. So again, you can't go to Quincy. Listen to what I'm saying, because you're trying to talk and I'm trying to help you out. You said Quincy came to you and you asked Quincy what he was looking for. That is
no, not ask. I didn't ask. Quincy was telling me. So when I walked,
you're saying that you took what he told you, correct?
Right. No,
okay,
listen, no.
Quincy is still one judge about.
Right. Listen. Not only that, when I walked up, I said, that's when I did address all of them at a certain point. Like I stopped saying Quincy's name at a certain point. Like, how did we play? When you think of hip hop, you do not think of drops on the floor, kicks, none of that. From my understanding from hip hop, when you see that, you automatically out. Majorette don't have nothing to do with hip hop. But at the end of the day, I gotta understand what, like, half of them is Majorette. So half of them, when they looked at the hip hop, they probably didn't get the whiff of the hip hop or no understood the hip hop. You feel me? But I had to understand half of them was Majorette. I was never just like trying to, I'm finna go up to the judge table and beat him. No, that was never the plan. I went up to ask the question. That's when JoJo, the judge next to him, took as in, okay, now his voice raised. Let me stand up. That's when people grabbed me and we moved back and we moved outside the venue. At that point, moved into the hallway of the venue. It was never, the whole point of this live was because Tyrus made a post saying we tried to attack him. We never, Tyrus was
made the post today. We're talking about your actions prior to. The reason why he made the post was whatever you had did on Sunday or the second day made him make the post on today, which is Tuesday.
But
so again, if he did not feel as though it was a certain aggressiveness, you say that my voice is elevated. We all know when it comes to competition and people are heated in the moment, we all know if you don't have a certain level of control, self-control, it could be perceived that you're trying to accost or trying to come across someone. We're just trying to help you understand. You're young. Listen to what I'm saying. You're young. I've listened to everything you said. You said that I raised my voice. You as a man raising your voice at another man because you're angry about your placement, that's where the issue falls.
All right. So at what point is
the category? Hold on. Can I say this? The category was creative hip hop, but you had to choose with a Western theme, and it was Wild Wild West. It was like 3 other themes. So it wasn't just hip hop. It was something that had to go with that. So you had to put a Western touch on it.
Yeah, we knew that already.
It stated creative hip hop. Creative hip hop.
We knew it stated. We knew me. I'm speaking now. So for hip hop, we had the hip hop dance down pat automatically. Far as the Western, like the Western theme in the music, no, we didn't have it. We knew that off top. Okay, right, I can agree to that. We knew that off top. But far as like hip hop, we brought hip hop. We didn't bring no.
And I have a hip hop team too, so I understand that. But I was just saying that with the
I'm saying okay.
We understand what you're saying. What our mistakes was that. But like,
what we saying is
the dancing part, like we brought straight hip hop.
Okay, but y'all brought straight hip hop according to whom? Because again, you guys know what y'all may think is hip hop. The judges may be looking at something totally different. Hip hop has a total. Hip hop can be interchanged with so many different genres to make it a hip hop routine. Hip hop is not just people. Hip hop is crumping. That's their hip hop on the West Coast. Hip hop in Chicago is a certain type of house music or whatever. That's y'all consideration of hip hop. And the hip hop up north is Baltimore club music. Or what case, there is different styles and genres of hip hop that could be incorporated into your routine.
So and I exactly understand what you're saying. You
can't say we brought hip hop, but according to whom? Because if you brought hip hop and another team brought hip hop and another team brought hip hop, everybody has their own way of doing their hip hop. So again, the judges might just see, okay, well, we like their hip hop better than theirs. They did do hip hop, but we like theirs better. Again, I don't want to drag this on. I just want you guys to understand the seriousness behind this. There is a way, sweetie. You keep trying to talk over me and I'm trying to help you. Listen to what I'm saying. You have to understand as a coach, you are not only representing you, but you're representing them kids and you're representing Nisa as a CEO. Y'all have to come together as a coaching and a director staff to be able to have some type of decorum and some type of self-restraint when it comes to what you don't agree with the judges panel. Regardless of how you guys feel, regardless if y'all feel like Tyrus had a personal vendetta against y'all for whatever reason, or whatever the case may be, there is still a right and a wrong way to approach a situation. And in this situation, you raising your voice, no man is going to sit there and allow another man to raise their voice in front of them. I don't care if you're asking about a freaking piece of paper. That piece of paper is not that important to start some crap. They felt as though you were aggressive. You do not approach a judge's table in an aggressive manner, because you did say that in so many words, and think that you're going to get a calm response, because it doesn't work that way.
And then also,
Oh,
even after the fact in the lobby when our team, because we had to rush our kids out. I mean, they were crying, they were upset, and I mean that moment was taken from them. So we was trying to talk to them, but even after the fact in the lobby, and I don't know y'all, I don't know anything about you, but I do respect your team and your craft. It was still, you were saying stuff towards my team, and we had nothing to do with it.
I never once said anything
Oh,
towards your
oh,
team.
you
When we was
you
walking,
absolutely
when we
did.
was walking,
You said if
when we
y'all
was
have a
listen,
problem with the
listen,
way I acted, da, da, da.
listen.
Yeah.
No,
Court. Can I
I
say
never
something?
once said nothing to your team. When me and my parent came back there, we was looking for another parent, and we was walking. I was talking to my parent. Nothing was never said about your team. Didn't even know you until we got on the elevator. Nothing I can. I never once said anything about your
Maybe
team.
you was upset. I don't know. And
I
again,
can.
it's not
That's
personal.
one
I'm
thing.
not
I
upset with you. Listen,
this
I even offered our trophies. Jamal tell you, I said, they can have them. We was even second place in creative. So I'm just saying, but I offered that. But to me, and maybe you was upset, but in the lobby after all that commotion, our team was sitting right there in the lobby, and I don't know
Here's
who
the
you was talking to,
no.
here's the
but
thing.
I was.
So,
so
um, I can only speak for on the judges table, but this is the reason why. And if there's a misunderstanding or you guys not knowing why you didn't place in creative because it was hip hop, you did a hip hop routine. Well, you did an R&B routine because you only danced to Nicki Minaj the entire time.
Not for
The
hip.
second, the second thing was what I was getting onto you about from the beginning of the show is the rules. Lindsay will tell you in the rules, it stated, Jasmine, that they had to do a hip hop routine, but have a Western theme. Every team that came to that floor had on something that represented a Western theme. Do Damage had on a two-piece blue tuxedo, light blue tuxedo with glasses and Air Force Ones. They only
I stated
did.
that. I already stated that the
They
fact that it
only
didn't
they
matter. I stated that.
okay, but that I wasn't able to clarify as to why you guys didn't place because that was the question that the young man bum rushed the table and said. He was pointing his finger, hitting the table, saying,
Didn't hit
"How
the
in the
table.
world did they win? How did they do hip hop and they did Majorette in hip hop? How did they do hip hop? I mean, how did they win hip hop and they only did Majorette? Well, they followed the rules.
But it's I don't mean to cut you off, Jamie. I just gotta say one quick thing. And that's the thing probably. Maybe hip hop need to be clarified because our way of
The
hip
hip
hop
hop
is
was
straight hip
clarified.
hop.
I'm sorry,
No, I'm
Niecy. The
talking
hip hop
about
was
like
clarified.
no,
It was
I know
clarified.
I'm talking about far as the style. What style is you really looking for in hip
It
hop?
was the thing about it
Because
was
Majorette is not hip hop.
you guys did your style of hip hop, but the thing about it was, did you follow all the rules?
But
We.
Majorette is not hip hop. That's all I'm
Did
saying.
you follow the rules? That's the
I already
All
question.
right.
stated
I just
that
gotta say
we
this.
didn't have a Western look.
Jasmine
I already
Lopez.
stated that.
Can I say
Okay,
this before I leave the
so
call? Can I say this?
therefore,
Can I say this before I leave the call? Number one, it was before I leave the call because I gotta go. I gotta get ready for work. Number one, it was a lot of misunderstanding from the beginning because number one, we're listening to the people that's running the show saying one thing, and then she's telling us to go to the judges for another. So it's already two different sides banging me right now. It's you got Johanna saying this is what's gonna happen, this was gonna happen, and then you got them saying one thing, which on the post with one of the people that was running her show, they made a post in the group chat. Okay, they made a post. He said for storming the table and then doing this and that. Matter of fact, the people that ran the show thought the judges was cheating. Let's get that to that point. The people that ran the show felt you guys were cheating and stated
Betty,
these were
whoever
not.
you is, mind your
They
business,
said
love.
they stated
All
these will
y'all
not be my.
secondhand people coming in, y'all don't
Wait,
even
hold up,
know like
Nisi. Let
what's
me say
going
this
on.
because I gotta go, Nisi. They stated to me this: the people that ran the show thought you guys were cheating. They stated these will not be the judges next year because they was getting a lot of complaints. And then Johanna, you can add it to the call. You stated to me, you
She's
said
not gonna
these
come
will
on
not
here.
be the
She's
judges
not gonna
next
come
year.
on here because she ain't gonna face the fact that she was talking about them.
Then,
She's not gonna come on here.
then she stated these
That's the
will not be my
problem. The
judges
main
next
people
year.
that need to be on here
Listen,
need to be
Nisi,
on here.
listen, Nisi. Let me say something. She stated to these people that these will not be my judges next year because why she was getting a lot of complaints. You feel me? So we listen to what Johanna's saying, then y'all saying one thing. It was like back and forth. So it was a whole lot of miscommunication going on. Because let's run back to the first day you stated you wasn't coming down to ask no questions. Johanna stated as you was coming down the stairs, she said any questions you have, you ask the judges.
She
That's what was
definitely
stated.
did.
So it was like it was a back and forth thing because we getting Cortez and them telling us one thing in our ear, like y'all got to do this. This is what it's supposed to be, and then we're getting told another thing. And when I approached Johanna, she said, "I already know it's a lot of people, and any team that get on here and say that y'all wasn't going to her is wrong." Because she stated that these teams are already coming to me saying this is a biased competition.
Can
So
I
it was
ask
never
how it was
us.
biased?
Yes, and she said these will not be my judges next year because of how many complaints
And
she was
she will not get
receiving.
on here and lie to say what she said. I wish I
And
really
then
recorded.
Can I
after the
ask?
fact,
Can I ask how?
I
Can I
sent
ask
her.
though how
I
it
sent
was
her an
biased?
invite.
you have to ask everything that how they felt because a lot of teams were complaining. Number one, and
I'm
then
not gonna
after the
keep
fact,
up.
she made a post. They made it. One of her directors that ran the show made a post on the page and stated, it was sorry for this and I apologize for this. And once I commented and said it was unprofessionally ran, it was the judges was not right. And after I said that, he commented back and then texted me in my inbox and said, "I'm not mad at you." So it was a lot of misunderstanding. That's why everybody's saying,
Who was
"Oh, we're just
who
wrong."
who?
No, I
See, that's the
I gotta go,
thing.
y'all. So I'm gonna say this, Tyrus.
Okay.
I'm gonna say this, Jay Martin Quincy. I have no problem with you guys. I respect what you do. I respect your hustle. I respect what you do. Tyrus, Tyrus, do not say I bummed with you. I was never even thinking about you because I know how it was already like the energy wasn't there with us. So I was never coming at you. If you felt that way, well, I apologize, but I was never coming for you.
But you, even whether you came for Jamar, Quincy, Tyrus, it don't matter. At this point, your actions is what happened. You decided that you wanted to come to the judges' table. You wanted to come to the judges' table, approach the judges' table in an aggressive manner, and the response that you got or that you might have ended up getting, it could have. I just want you to see the bigger picture. You cannot go to competitions acting like that.
All
That's
right,
just
understand,
you
but
can't
that
go to
don't give
because
after the
I'm gonna tell you right now. You said Quincy came to you man to man. Now
right.
that doesn't only apply when it applies to certain situations because Quincy definitely could have handled that situation the Memphis way. I'm just being honest with you. Y'all from Chicago, they from Memphis.
All right.
Everybody got their own way of perceiving how you coming at them as a man. So you have to be careful how you approach people because the response that you may not think you go get, you'll get. So I know you have to go to work. So I appreciate you
Right.
coming on. I'm gonna
But
go to the host of the show speak. Do you have anything last minute that you want to say?
this is all I gotta say. But it don't make it right for what Tyrus did. Not only that, Tyrus, if you felt that way about our uniforms when
Yeah,
we was on
that
the
I
floor,
don't
he
like.
been feeling that way. He been feeling that
Y'all,
way, and
I'm gonna
y'all
be
not.
honest. I'm sorry. Let me say this, and I'm sorry for cutting you off because I know you gotta go. At the
Yeah,
end of the day,
I think
please
I
do
was
not.
already late an
I
hour for
need
work.
everybody to understand something. Everybody that was on that judges panel, at the end of the day, we're human. If we're feeling attacked and our integrity is being challenged, our job is being challenged, and we did nothing, how do you want us to respond? At the end of the day, our blood is still red. We're still the color that we were born. We're still human. We're still putting on our pants the same way y'all are. We're still putting on our clothes the same way y'all are. We're still eating the same way. We're human. When you guys come at us, you accused us of not liking you, young man, and we barely even knew your team like that. So the fact of it was, our thing was y'all coming at us saying these different accusations because y'all, there were a lot of things that you said this past
And
weekend and that we kept in. How long did you want us to be quiet?
I
Some
mean,
of the
y'all
stuff
didn't
that
have.
we
Y'all
said, yes,
could have.
it might have been wrong. Yes, some of the stuff that we said, yes, well, that I guess you saying Tyra said, yes, it could have been stated differently, but that's a man at the end of the day, and he's human. He
And right,
was
and then I'm a
bothered the
man. I'm a
entire
man. That's what.
weekend that you accused him of not liking you.
And he know he don't. And that's why he kept the joke He waited till after the show. He made the post after he want to make jokes about the uniform. But at the end of the day, all I gotta say is, like,
So everything
y'all.
that this young man has stated from the beginning is false. So on this first day, he came to us. And Nisa, you just made a comment about the conversation that me and Deontis had. You weren't.
Wait a minute. Let me introduce everybody because everybody's 200 people viewing. Y'all, this is Johanna Marie cousin. Is that right?
Yeah.
Johanna Marie cousin. She is the director of Just Cause Dance, and she was also the director of said competition that took place in Chicago, Illinois. Okay, go ahead and continue.
So we've been throwing comps for 10 years, never had complaints to this year, never had a fight, never had anything. Deontis pulled me to the side day one after the competition, and he expressed that. He said Chicago, and I don't like to speak for Chicago, it gives Chicago a bad name, but he said Chicago feels that Majorette judges is making is not fair because they've trained all the teams from the South, and you have teams from the South now, and I don't think that's fair. And I said, I can understand how you feel. This is the typical CEO director response. All my CEOs can agree. I understand how you feel. I'll take your feedback in consideration for next year, and I will let my staff and the judges know how you feel. Immediately after that, I told Quincy and the whole judges staff what he said. Quincy pulled him to the side and told him that no one else but this group has complained about
Johanna.
anything. I'm still talking, sir. No one else has ever complained about anything from the packet, which, by the way, you just registered the week before. So you clearly stated you didn't read the packet.
Wait a minute. Hold on. So now we get to the... So, wait a minute, Jesus.
Johanna, we never registered the week before. Number one, we reached out to you and said, we're doing a fundraiser. You been knew we were doing the competition.
Did you read the packet?
Don't even sit up there and try to make
you, Johanna, you sitting up here lying. I can promise you. I can promise you, y'all, this is nothing to even play about. Johanna, did you not say?
Definitely know that we told you we was fundraising. You said, okay,
Johanna,
soon as y'all
did you not say out your mouth, Johanna? Did you not say out your mouth? You said, Johanna.
It doesn't matter when you pay.
Wait.
When you officially register, you get added to the group that has all the files.
And Johanna, when we wanted to register, we told you we was in the midst of doing a fundraiser.
Can you listen?
Stated when you finish, then you can pay.
You
Once we got finished, did you not get your money, all your full money?
Johanna.
So don't sit up there and say we waited.
Johanna, did you not say? And then you stated, Johanna, this is how I know.
So Jasmine,
Johanna, when I came to you, Johanna,
you get added to a group. They haven't
Johanna, hold up.
They didn't get added to the group.
Hold up, Johanna.
So they wouldn't know all the things that were
Johanna.
So if they got added to the group,
Johanna,
of course they didn't read all the rules. I'm not going to put you didn't have access to the stand battle music. You didn't have access to the hotel leak. You didn't have access to anything until you paid your registration fee.
So exactly. Once we reached out to you to tell you when we was gonna.
And as soon as you paid it, which was the week before, we added you to the group.
Okay.
No,
therefore, you didn't read the rules.
Okay. So
Johanna, you not finna sit up here and say that we.
Nisa,
you didn't know what was going on.
Let me mute. Okay, we got the because she's trying to talk. Y'all have been talking, Nisa and the other gentleman's name. I can't say his name. You guys have to give her an opportunity to speak. Regardless of how y'all feel, y'all have to give her an opportunity to speak because she is stating y'all are not telling the full story. And that's what this platform is to not honestly get everybody's side of the story because that's what Nisa requested. That's what Joanna requested. So we're going to give everybody that proper respect. Can we do that? If you guys can't, then I'm gonna have to remove y'all off the platform. So let's just give everybody an opportunity. Young man, you spoke what you had to say. Nisa has said what she has to say. We need to give her the same respect, please. That's all I'm asking. Go ahead, Deanna.
There's a whole group that has the stand battle songs. It has the rules. It has the hotel links. It has everything in there. Until you register in full, you cannot get added to that group.
Which is how I do my shows as well.
So once they registered, they were added to the group. It may have not have been a week, but it was short notice before the competition. So therefore, once they got added, they should have read everything because they missed a whole bunch of stuff. In the packet, it says you have to compete in creative, field show, and tag team duo to qualify for grand champion. It's all listed there. Packet is very thorough. I have 3 masters, 2 bachelors, and I have like 5 certificates. I know how to write a packet. Oh, as far as the teams complaining, the only team that we've gotten complaints from was this team. The only team that acted rowdy was this team. The only team that tried to fight the judges was these teams. These are my same judges from every year. Last year, they judged with Diana as the head judge. No problems. The year before that, we had Tyrus as a judge. No problems. Been doing this competition for over 10 years. No problems until this is our first altercation.
Okay.
And it really makes Chicago look bad because people already don't want to come to Chicago. I'm from Oak Park. We're in the suburbs. So it makes Chicago look bad as a whole. If you had a problem with the judges, you could easily say, excuse me, can I pull you to the side and ask the questions? But to run up, the phrase run up, get done up, what do you think the judges were going to do? Luckily, they were professional enough to not do anything and to calm down.
So let me ask the young gentleman a question because I know he wants to. So let me ask you a question. Did you or did you not say in the hallway the day before that I'm about to fuck these judges up? Because that's
no, I did not. I did not say that in my mouth.
Several teams that's not even
okay
commenting had reached out to me and said that they heard you say that.
No, dude, I'm not gonna use the perennial lie. I said it's a whole bunch of messing around with each other. I'm put it like that, so I won't say the same. It's a whole bunch of messing around.
You say exactly what you said.
Okay, I said it's a whole bunch of fucking around with each other on that panel, and it's a lot of team CEOs messing with the judges on that panel and talking to them and communicating with them. That's what I said. I never said, "Oh, I'm finna go fuck them up." That was never stated. They might have heard the wrong thing, but it was never stated that. And then, all right, after that, boom, right there. Then Johanna, when I pulled you to the side, I said, I told you I felt like the judges, me personally, was biased. You feel me? And you said you're not the only one. Listen.
Did not say that.
You're not the only one. You stated
you've been
you're not
lying since you got on here.
You said, listen, I won't lie about the I only know that much. Like a deep into the Majorette word. You stated
you've already had stated that you. I'm a teacher, and literacy issues completely is evident that
you stated you're mad because I'm telling facts.
You don't read the
mad because I'm telling
communicate
facts
clearly, and you're a liar.
You're mad, Joanne. How are you mad? You can't get mad when people when we trying to get to the direct. You can't get mad when a person spent $800 on ticket sales and $300 on the entry fee.
You're a team hopper. You're a fighter and a liar. Let's keep it real.
You just said we could speak when we want to, you know.
Johanna, you did why you trying to speak on me because you don't finish speak back. Johanna, it was already hard to get to you to communicate with you what was going on. A team, we spent $800 in ticket sales and we put $300 on the entry fee. When I came to you, I said the judges by you stated this. You're not the only one. Once again, you said you're not the only one that came to me. You said these will not be my judges next year. I only did this because of who they can bring. And when a team can see that the competition is being ran well, it wouldn't matter who on my judging panel. And that's what you stated out your mouth. And I can repeat that word for word again. That's what you stated. After the fact, I walked it off. I came back to you next day. You said this is all over the place. You said this show is all over the place.
For 10 years. Why would I say that?
Listen, you said, listen, why you keep talking over me? You said this show is all over the place. This is what the next day I came to you said this show is all over the place. I only made $5,000 off this. This is what you stated to me. You said that's studio rent. You said, I hope you guys still competing next year and don't let this affect you. You because you knew you look and you're
so
and look, Jasmine. I'm finna send you a screenshot, Jasmine. I'm finna inbox you some screenshots, Jasmine. Jasmine, can I inbox you some screenshots? So after the post on the page, I'm telling straight facts. You nobody lied to. I don't gotta the money never the issue. And I work a minimum wage job, got a good
and we didn't make $5,000 off this.
That's what you said. That's what you stated. That's what you stated. After the fact, all that happened. You're one of your directors that you had directing competition made a post on the page. And once I commented and said this was unprofessional and all this and that, and the judges wasn't right. After that fact, your coach inboxed me on the sideline. I'm finna send it to her so she can see and read it. Your coach inboxed me and said, "I'm not mad at you." You said your coach said, "I'm not mad at you," and I can add a parent to the live right now. Your coach came downstairs and said, "You ain't lying about what you saying though. We all been saying the same thing." Add Cortez from Majorette Madness. So you sitting right here saying, acting like we was just saying, "Oh, the judge is biased." That was put in your head too. You was thinking the same thing, and other teams felt the same way.
So let me ask you a question. So I would say that the judges are biased, but yet I use the judges every year, and some of the judges. I'm still talking. I'm still talking.
I'm
We
gonna let
use
you
the
talk.
judges every year, and some of the judges train us. We pay to get training every year. So why would I say they're biased if we've been using their critiques and their services to make our team better?
But did
Make
you
it make
not
sense.
state? Listen, I'm gonna repeat the same thing I said. You stated, I will not use these judges next year. And I forgot you said this. You said it was too much money put into them. That's how we got to the $5,000 part. You said it was too much money put into the
Money
judges.
wasn't even
You want me to
discussed
get
with
real
you.
messy?
Why are you
You
sitting here
said
lying?
it was put into the judges. It was too much money put into the DJ. This is what you're telling me. You said it was too much money put into the judges and the DJ that you only made $5,000. Because at that point we said we would
So
leave.
how would day
And then
one
I
tell you how
addressed
much money
Cortez.
you
I
made?
said, Cortez,
Day two,
if
how would I know how much
listen,
money you made until after day two? I
listen,
talked to you on day
this
one.
was day
How would I
two.
know how much money we made?
Johanna, why are you lying? This was early in the morning, right after Quincy pulled me to the side. You're sitting right here making up stuff, and I don't have to make this up.
Afterwards, because I told
No,
Quincy
you're
after we had
Johanna,
a
you're
conversation.
lying. Johanna, you're 1 through 10, you're lying. You're
And you've
lying.
also
I'm
been
just
lying on
speaking what you said to
Tyrus.
me.
So you just
What
been
you said
lying
to
this
me.
whole
When I
time.
addressed, because look, I told y'all day one, I said, after the fact we had the incident, we felt the type of way. I told Cortez, like, hey, Cortez, if y'all, I feel like it's going to be an ongoing problem, y'all can just give us some of our money back.
At the end of
But
the
Cortez
day,
said, just go.
he's the only one who has complaints.
Someone made a valid statement. How does this young man know all this information if it was not
Exactly?
told to him? Because he knows a lot of stuff that's being said that he's saying that was said. So there's some type of connection to that. He knows a lot of information, Joanna, that you have stated, or I don't know if you stated. Someone stated. I would say someone stated.
I didn't state it.
You did state it. Because when I came to you, I can state it again. You're saying these will not. You stated out your mouth. You keep talking over me because you're not right. You said I would not use these judges next year.
Then he said a staff member said it. Now he's saying I said it.
No, Johanna, I've been saying you said it because you stated it. Let me state it again for you, Johanna, so you can listen. Because you said, you know, your literature. You said I will not use these judges next year. You said I will not use these judges next year because too many people are coming to me complaining. You said as long as the judges.
That makes sense if
Joanna, okay. So how did I know? How did I know that you paid Tyrus and them, and you said that the judges, and you said trophy guys, all of them would charge you too much, and you only made studio rent. Let's be honest. Just like when it was confusing in the package, this is where the drama coming in at. Before the judges even came downstairs the first day, you stated out your mouth. You said, "Don't ask me any questions. Ask the judges." But prior to that, Jeremiah said he said he didn't want to talk to any teams, and you were putting it off on them. This is where the drama coming in. You got Cortez, you got the other man, you had the meeting.
This is what Coach asked. We talk to the judges and ask them a question? I went to Jamar and said, "Do you mind answering questions for us?" And he said,
if you was a team there, did she not state when we finna start rushing her request? She said, "Wait till the judges get down here. Ask the judges." When they came down there,
say that because I ran the coaches meeting, and you can ask Lindsay, Molly, all of them. I did not say that.
Yes, you did. And then it was just so, I feel like all the drama is coming because it was so many different communications going on. She had about 3-4 people running her competition. You could barely get to her.
I'm the only one.
So it was like everybody was coming, everybody saying different things. And then she took it off at the all that. She
stated, a whole bunch of people.
Right, but you had all these people running your competition. Not only that, it got to a point where you and Cortez didn't even know what was going on in the competition because y'all
How are you making all these comments and you registered the week before to get in the group?
You was arguing with Cortez, and one of your little dancers said you're unprofessional arguing with him, and you told her as you're cut. And we can get the little girl on this live. You told her she's cut because you and Cortez was arguing because y'all all telling her different things, and then y'all putting it off at the judges. Like you even at a certain point, you had me thinking like, damn, they really is cheating. Because when I came to you, you said you already know what I was coming to you about, and then you stated these will not. Let me put emphasis on that. These will not be my judges next year. You said the only reason you had them is because they attract down the south thing. And then let me say, you said this out your mouth. You said you think Starstruck will be here if them was the judges. Now you stated that, and that's honestly.
Let me do this because Tyrus has came on. So I want to give Tyrus an opportunity to speak because you guys obviously had situations was going on. The bottom line is, Joanna, we'll come back to you in a second. Because you got a lot coming on. So I'm gonna give Tyrus this opportunity to state on his side what he felt, how things transpired on that final day.
I have to go pick up my kids at 12:10, so I only have a few more minutes.
Okay, babe.
Hello, everyone. I hope everybody's having a blessed evening. This is Tuesday. Everything happened on Sunday. evening. I'm just want to back up. Prior to him, let me just go ahead and clarify and clear my name. I have seen do damage more than one time. If I'm not mistaken, when Johanna had me back in August at the Bud Billiken parade, I seen y'all. Y'all had on them same exact outfits that you're talking about, and I spoke to y'all. Till yesterday, baby, I didn't even know your name. I did not know your name. Like you said, I never had an issue with you at all. I think where things got twisted at was at the meeting to UD when you was trying to explain yourself and the rules, and Jamar was trying to explain to you what was going on, and you was trying to make yourself sound right, and you was making yourself sound worse and worse and worse. You didn't read the rules, but we kind of knew what you was talking about at the same time, though. You were trying to make yourself sound right. If the package said you qualify, only the top 10 is going to stand battle. Only the top 10 is going. You have to do creative, field show, and I think tag team. That's 3 categories. Y'all only did what? Field show.
No, we didn't do field show. We did
That's what I'm
everything but
saying.
tag team
Because
duo
that's what I was
and
trying to
field
say.
show. That's
Y'all
it.
getting
We
us,
did everything else.
y'all said we danced to Nick. This is what I'm trying to say. Y'all said we danced to Nicki Minaj music hip hop. Y'all
That
got
was
it
day
confused.
2, not
Right,
the
that's
first
what I'm
day.
saying.
The first day y'all had on the cowboy outfits.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the second day, not the first day.
All right, so this what the confusion was coming in at. Number one, when we came to the competition, Cortez already knew we wasn't coming to do everything. We only, like, I'm not saying that we're working on getting into field show. I'm not saying like we just can't do it because I feel like we're the weakest. I'm saying we're working. We've been working, progressing on field show, and when we get better, we're gonna come out in field show. Before we came to the competition,
what categories did y'all do?
We did 3.
Let me speak. We competed in all captain battles. Minis, captains, junior captains.
Was those qualifiers for top 10?
No.
We competed in creatives.
Exactly.
That, and we competed in, was it just that and what, tag team duo, and the other one was in that, right?
Yeah. And then we competed in
okay, start off from what day 1, what did y'all compete in?
We competed in captain battles. When we reached out for the competition, we said we was competing.
No. We just didn't know what.
I just stated.
We just didn't know what.
All right, we only competed
I stated the categories.
Competed in creative.
But just for day 1, what did
I
just
stated that.
Just for day 1, we only We only competed in creative and all the captain battle, and we was trying to do stands, but we didn't.
We didn't get a chance to get in stands.
Because you had to do all 3 categories, baby.
But this what I'm telling you. The package said that, but when we told her the 3 people she had in charge that we was only coming for these categories, they knew we was only coming for that. We wouldn't have paid.
Okay, so whose fault was that?
That was your fault. That you're feeling as though that because you had a conversation allegedly with Johanna prior to coming to the competition that y'all.
No, not Johanna. We had a conversation with the people that she had. You couldn't get it. If all the teams don't know, we couldn't get in contact with Johanna like that.
Okay, so let me stop right there. Joanna, you're the host of the show. It's on you. On day 1, what categories did you have to qualify for, baby?
Creative, field show, and tag team duo. I sent you.
And the only one, thank you, I did receive that. And the only ones, Nisa, that y'all competed again was captain's battle. Is that right?
All captains and creators, but I stated
so y'all didn't qualify for grand champ for the first day, correct?
No, we knew that already because we was out of the category anyway.
Okay, and then the second day, what was the qualifications for the second day comp?
It was you had to be 5 years in.
I'm giving Joanna a chance. Joanna, what was the category? Because this is on her. This is her comp. Joanna, what categories did you have to qualify on the second day to win grand champ?
Parade, hip hop, creative, and what was the third one?
Crew versus crew.
No, it wasn't crew versus crew. It was trio.
So that's 4?
No, Palm, parade, and
she don't even know because that's how you know she was lying. She didn't know the first day.
Oh, God.
It's in the packet.
Okay,
and we competed. I don't mean to cut you off. Anything, Miss Jasmine? We competed in all categories, but the last category, yes,
on the second day. Okay, so let me go back to this. Did you guys receive y'all score sheets?
No.
Because they didn't go good.
Because of the way
that's what, because at the end, pretty much, probably, yes.
I feel like all this took place because it was so many misunderstandings.
Let's go back because you said that you felt like Tyrus had a personal issue with y'all.
Yeah, that too.
Okay, so let me hear what the. Okay, so what's the personal issue? Because my understanding, I never had any conversation with neither one of y'all. I don't talk to y'all. I have never ever talked to y'all personally, face to face, ever.
Right. Because you mean muggers every
Okay,
time you
let
see
me
us. You
speak
look at
on
us
I
that.
some
don't
type of way.
mean
Okay,
mug. I smile every time. I ain't got no reason to mean mug you,
Ta-
baby. I don't even
Do we
know.
gotta add parents to the call?
can I speak
Huh?
on what where I feel like it's at? Can I speak on as CEO? I would like to
Yes,
speak.
CEO.
Okay, so no,
Yes, ma'am.
seriously, because this is like really out of control. Like I never ever been in nothing like this ever with my team. Never. Respectfully,
Okay.
I'm real respected here in Chicago. I've never been on anything. And right
Okay.
now, this is like
Got in a fight at the Billiken Parade. He hit NBM's coach, Barbie.
I wasn't even he wasn't even a part of my team, okay? But at
She
that
hit
point, I don't even know
Joanna.
like
How you speaking
Okay,
on
hold
something
on,
you don't
hold
even
on.
know?
No, but let's go back because
but
I still
She
want to know
hit me
why I
first.
hold on. Go
okay,
back. I still want
I'm
to know
just
why
speaking
I'm the
on
problem.
okay, so back to you, Tyrus. Okay, I felt like it was some type of some type of dislike when you had approached under a post. I don't know if you remember. I'm not gonna speak on the team because I don't want to put nobody into
Please
anything.
speak on the team because I want to know because at this point, speak on the team because I want to know.
Oh, okay, so
Where I
back
speak on
while
the
back
team,
we competed
royally,
royally.
I
We
speak on
competed
it.
in many stands battle. Okay, my mini they had to do a captain's off. Okay, so my mini won against them, so they felt like that we wasn't good enough. We should never won. So it was a post. All the parents they was just riding on my team, riding on my team. You get under the post like I know you said I didn't do damage. Who I know you lying. I know y'all ain't never lose to them, and that right there showed me like you don't even know us.
I don't
You
know y'all,
know,
but I saw the video. But from I
no,
don't.
but
But,
I'm saying you don't even know us. You know what I'm
right,
saying? So
but
that's my view. Now, because
yeah.
Miss Jasmine asked, why do you feel? That was the main thing why I
So
feel.
you saw, so someone had made a post about y'all team, and you
Yes,
said that you saw the comment from Tyrus saying that do damage you. Like basically, are you trying to say like he tried to discredit y'all?
yeah, like yes,
At the end of the day, since I have
yes.
credentials, I saw the video. They picked do damage over Royal Elite. My opinion was, I know you lying. I exact said that because the little girl, no, and I'm not talking about no child. Royal Elite routine was better than do damage. Case closed. Now what's going on
Like I
now? Now
like I
where's Barbara
said,
Walters when you need
it
her?
was discredit again, and we was discredit
Y'all
again.
wasn't
I just feel
discredited.
like
The routine was
Tyrus,
discredited because the
Tyrus,
routine
I'm
was
trying.
not good, baby.
I just Tyrus. First of all, how you talk about anybody uniforms? Like that's what I'm trying to figure out. How you talk about a kids in uniforms talking about Easter suits when you come around here
Well,
wearing tied plastic ass leggings and these fucking like come on now,
girl,
like
you
don't do
came in
that.
there with some
Like
did
don't
ass
do
box
that. You
braids,
wear these
girl.
tied ass leggings every fucking month
Girl.
and you want to talk about somebody dance team.
Did
Like I
nobody
really
talk
wasn't gonna
about
do
their
this,
dance
but this
team,
really I
baby?
don't play about kids. Like I love
I
my
don't play
dance
about
kids.
kids
And this the
either.
like the third time
Only reason
somebody
I
come over
said
here
what
and
I
talk about
said
my kids
was,
and their
"Ooh, you so
uniform.
upset, baby."
Respectfully, like give us respect. Like I
I give
swear I didn't want to do
everybody the
this at
respect,
all. I
baby. Y'all
didn't
wanted an
like
issue
it
with me
really
so
hurt my
bad for
feelings
what?
for you to be a head judge of a lot of people's shows. You
I'm
sit
not
up here
ahead
talking about a
nothing.
team and their uniform. Like how you even doing that?
I
Like I
mean, they
don't
were seen.
understand. I
I mean,
really don't understand. Like
only
that
reason
right there, like really just like really took me overboard. Like for real. Like how you even talking about a team in their uniform? We are a fairly new team, but guess what? Them uniforms you was talking about. Them uniforms you was talking about, baby, definitely cost a lot of money. They were custom made. So don't sit up there and talk about my kids and their uniforms. Don't do
okay,
that. Like that's so
okay.
totally like
You
disrespectful.
yelling at me for what, baby?
I'm
You
I'm
yelling?
just in my corner
You
crying because
yelling
that
for
hurt my
what?
feelings, Tyrus. That
Yeah.
really did. And yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna yell. I haven't yelled this whole post, but I
Yeah.
definitely had to
But
because
my
that right
thing
there
is the
like
only
hurt
reason
my
I
feelings.
said, only reason I
Like, come
said,
on now. Like, don't do that.
the
Don't do
only
that.
reason I said what I said is
Don't do
because I
that.
feel
Like, don't do that. You
I
been
did it.
felt that way
I
then.
did
You
it.
waited.
I
You been
did it.
felt that way. But
I
it's
did
okay.
it.
It's
I did
okay
it, Miss
though.
Fashion
It's
Nova.
cool.
I did
It's
it.
cool. It's
Okay.
cool.
I
It's
did it.
all right. It's okay. But
It
no.
is. Right.
Like it is at the end of the day, I feel the way I feel from what I just stated, Miss
Yeah.
Lopez. That's
Only
the
reason
reason why
I
I feel.
said Easter
So
suits
that
is
was just
only
that.
reason I said Easter suits because y'all was coming at me. And usually when people say stuff and do stuff to me on internet, I don't even say nothing back because I don't give it no energy. I give it no
It's
energy
okay. That was
because
the
I have
question
no
asked, and
time.
that's my answer to it. That's why I felt the way I felt
Okay,
from
well let me
that
just
point
do this,
on.
baby. Well
Okay,
let me just do this,
that's
baby.
that's
I
it. That's all.
apologize.
I
I
don't even
apologize.
want your apology because I
Okay,
know
well
it's
then
not
so be it.
sincere. It's
So be
not
it.
sincere because you
Okay.
felt the way you felt, but it's okay.
Yeah.
But I'm not
Well,
gonna
so
let it.
be it. All right, and y'all did too.
I'm not gonna
So
hold a
be it.
grudge. I mean,
Okay.
I keep moving on.
So be it.
I'm just
Just a little more practice.
Stop, not Tyrus.
Just a little more practice.
Not Tyrus.
Next
Like,
caller.
really,
Not
really,
Tyrus.
'cause I
Next
really go
caller.
there. Like, I
Because
really
what
will
nobody
go
won't
there.
do, y'all kill me. Because
Okay,
see,
Ms.
this is
Lopez,
what
what's your next question?
irritates
'Cause
me.
I'm already
This
2
is what
hours late for
irritates
work.
me.
This is my question to Tyrus.
But this is what. Hold on.
I'm
But this is
2
what
hours late
irritates
for
me. She's
work.
been talking for a whole hour and 40 minutes. I just got here.
I'm 2
This is
hours.
what irritates
I'm 2
me.
hours in late for work.
Good.
So,
Go clock any Wendy's, whatever you got to go do.
baby, I don't
What
work at
irritates
Wendy's.
me?
Where you work? Why you trying to be a nurse,
Baby,
nursing home assistant? Like, go on
yeah,
somewhere.
it don't matter. I got 3 incomes.
What you talking about?
I got
Like,
3
get on.
incomes.
Like,
But
don't even go
anywho,
there.
but
Don't even go there.
like I was saying,
Anyway, Miss
Jasmine,
Lopez, can you go on to the next
Jasmine,
question?
like I was
so
saying,
we can end it, get
Tyrus,
this
but let
all
me
under
end.
control.
Let me
please.
end. Hold on. Let me end. Tyrus, now Tyrus, why would you call them? Why would you call them outfits Easter outfits, Tyrus? Like,
I mean, they was white and mint green. It was Easter Sunday. I mean, they was put together well. I wasn't talking about the kids. Only reason I said that is because they kept on coming for me on the internet. See, the thing is,
I
people
never
always
even
come for
came
me,
on the
and everybody
internet.
like, well, you
So
professional.
get your
You ain't
facts
supposed
correct.
to talk
I
about
never
and say
even
nothing
came
bad.
on the internet. Okay. I've been quiet this whole time. I quiet. Only person I reached out to was Miss Lopez. I've been quiet the whole time.
So my thing is, since you want to be the bigger person, why y'all reached out to Miss Lopez? Why y'all didn't reach out to me? And we could have had all this could have been avoided.
Because first of all, why would we reach out to people that already feel the way they feel? So we're gonna put it all
I didn't
out
feel.
here.
I only felt like that when y'all came for me on the internet.
First you keep saying y'all. When did you see me come at you any way on the internet?
I'm just saying my name was brought up 1,000 times, and I ain't
When did you see me personally, Nisa?
Well,
Maxson,
you need to tell your co-worker to keep their mouth closed in.
When did you see
guess
that?
What? Sometimes your co-worker can be a part of your brand too and make your
brand
brand
I
look bad.
understand that, but
okay, well there we go then.
Yeah, I understand. Okay, but yeah, that's been because we're defending ourselves.
Defending from what?
Defending ourselves.
From what? I was attacked. We was attacked.
You wasn't attacked at all, baby. You was all the way in the audience somewhere.
Guess what? When one fight, we all fight. Tough.
Ain't nobody fight. That's the thing.
Oh my God! I wish somebody had the real video, the whole thing of the
Ain't
child on
nobody
the
fight.
stage.
So you saying somebody fought? You saying somebody was trying to fight? That's what you saying?
Y'all was trying to fight, baby.
Lisa, we did see now. You did say that was you. That you like.
Again, I was like day 2. This how I was. I was like day 2. This day 2, like that. Who else? What other coach wouldn't raise their voice if they felt like they was really cheated? Like,
but that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, Sugar. Even though you felt as though, like I just said to your coach, even though you felt the way you felt, at the end of the day, also too, there is a right and a wrong way for you to approach. You guys let y'all emotion. It's a competition at the end of the day, and we do understand and know that people get heated in a moment, but y'all still have to understand that there is a certain way that you have to handle yourself. You're not going to get the result that you want by going and approaching a judges panel, being aggressively angry about something that you personally feel. Like I said, you have.
I went to the judge panel and asked for my papers.
No, not with that video that was just played.
That was the second part. I went to the judge table. I said, "May I see my results?" I said,
"You have to call security."
Day 2. That's
y'all had to call security. You said
they had to call the police.
Oh, y'all had to call the police.
Both. Everybody. Jesus.
It was that bad.
Yes.
They making Joanne. You want come on now? Did they call security?
You were right there next to him
before your show even started. You had a big bride broke out with you, and they're fighting. So how that's a set example for anybody?
I wasn't fighting in there.
Did they even call police on you with that? They came downstairs telling all the teams. They up there fighting. Who? The hosts.
That's not true.
Okay, so
anywho.
Like I said, Miss Lopez,
I will say this.
I don't have nothing else to say. I stated it in the front when we first added me. I stated, I went back. I said, let me just apologize. Did I not state that, Miss Lopez? I said, I'm gonna jump from day 2 at the end. I said how I react. I apologize. I said from CEO. I said that, but I felt how I felt. My team got cheated.
Tyrus.
You know what I'm saying? I felt,
Tyrus.
and that's
I never. Tyrus, let's say this. If anybody know me in Chicago, I'm not. I never once made a post about your name. As soon as the competition was over, I went to the bank to do a lick to get some money. As soon as the competition was over, I never was thinking about. I never said your name on any social media.
That's what you said.
To get some money. I never once said your name. I never once said your name, Tyrus. I didn't go on the internet. I didn't say Tyrus just cheated you. I didn't say nothing. I just made the post about my girl. And then Joanna, for you to sit up here and lie like you weren't just misconfused, discombobulated at your own competition is crazy. You put it off on the judges. You made it seem like you didn't know what was going on. You had too many people in charge. Number one, you sit right here saying, "All right, Joanna, I put you to the side." You say all that out your mouth. I don't have to lie on you, bro. I don't have to lie on you. And while you saying I got into a fight at the bud, the girl swung off me first. If you can dish it, you can take it. She
But
bopped
we're
me in
not
my.
talking about
She
no
hit me
blood
with
right now. We're
water.
trying to get this situated. We're talking
It's
about
But
already
what
Joanna,
situated with me, honey. It's been dead and gone with me, baby. I
yeah,
so
got my 16 hours
no,
of
it's
but
sleep.
Tyrus, you made it seem like when you made the post, you made it seem like we said, "All right, whoop, everybody get them." The whole Chicago, we never said that.
Well, they did say when you came, you ran up, then your coach came behind you, then the kids came behind you. So what happened with that?
then no kids,
We
our
was
kids did
not.
not come
We
behind
was
us.
not.
First of all, our
Let
kids
me tell you.
went out.
Okay, I'm just saying.
We
I
was.
don't know. I wasn't
Our
there. I was
kids
just saying.
went straight out. My parents took my kids out the door.
We literally, we wasn't thinking about trying to swing off nobody because like we wasn't on that type of time. We do everybody's show in Chicago. No matter if we know we not ready, we still push to do it just to support. We don't be on dummy. When I approached the tape, Ty, you was all the way to the left. Wasn't nobody trying to fight you or hit you? Maybe you felt that way, and if that's the case, I apologize if you felt that way. Man to man, I apologize.
I'm a woman. But anyway,
Oh,
at the end of the
Well,
at
that's
the, at the end of the day, just know this: when you run up on one, you gotta run up on everybody because everybody on that panel was family.
okay,
But
but don't sit up there and put false
look at you.
advertising
It's
that
like
somebody jumped
now, like
y'all.
Tyrus.
Like,
Look what
don't
you
do
saying,
that. Like,
Tyrus.
don't put up there that y'all almost got jumped because y'all
Jasmine, you
how.
heard what he said, Tyrus. He
He said
basically
I'm a woman. That's what he said.
listen. I'm trying to have a man-to-man conversation. He want to play. You
because
know
this is a
damn
joke
well.
to me because I'm gonna tell you it's a joke to me and it's
Oh
irritating me because this is
God.
day Tuesday. Today
All
is
right, so
Tuesday. It's
listen.
a joke to
So listen,
me.
it's just you made a post. We was not trying to attack you. I'm from Chicago. We were trying to attack you. You would have knew if we were trying to attack you.
Tyrus was what? Did Tyrus? Did you feel like you was being attacked, Tyrus? That's what you said. Did you
Baby, I
feel
had to clutch my pearls.
No, you Tyrus, now come on, you better than that. If you felt like put on your big girl pants, you know we weren't trying to attack you. What
Which
we attacking you for?
y'all was trying to attack somebody that was a part
Tyrus,
of my
oh
company.
Tyrus,
So
listen, we're from Chicago. You would know if we were trying to attack. We
we know
bulldogs in
y'all from
Chicago.
Chicago. We know y'all
We
from
we
Chicago.
we
Yeah,
a
it's a
bulldog.
different type of attack when it come out here, like for real.
Trust me, every
But that
time I
definitely
be in, it's
wasn't like
being
no attack
something.
like we trying to jump. How one
So
person
you trying to
or two
say
people
every
trying to
listen?
jump
Hold up,
six,
Nisi.
seven
Tyree
people?
just stated out
Like
his
that don't
mouth.
even make sense.
Tyree just stated out his mouth. Every time he comes to Chicago, it's something.
It
So why
is.
even allow yourself to come back and host a
Because
Chicago
I'm
show
not gonna
instead
stop
of
my corner.
And just like Ms. Lopez asked, why did I allow my team to do the show? Because my kids love to dance. Okay, and not
And they
only
did an
that,
amazing job. Their prom
I
routine
wanted
was
to give it
good.
another try with the judges to see maybe since we grew a little, maybe they see something else different in us. You know what I'm saying? So that's why, yeah, that's the question that
But Johanna,
I
all I
meant to
gotta
get
say to
back to
you
you
is
too with Ms. Lopez.
Joanna, all I gotta say to you
Please
is
don't talk to me no more because you
because
just
you
keep
mad because your
lying
truth came
everything
out
that
because
you
you felt like you
nothing
didn't make
was
enough
true
money.
about it.
Your
You
truth
in
came
my
out.
inbox
You made
every day
you
begging me to be one of my coaches. You
that
in
was
my
after the
inbox
fact.
Ooh,
asking me
Let's
about
not
baby,
do
these
that.
fundraisers.
hold on.
You in my inbox asking me all these
Johanna,
questions. So then you're not
that's
taking
when
me
I first
how y'all
left
do
MBM.
fundraisers, how much
Johanna,
money y'all make at the competition, how much money. So now you're using all these bits and pieces when I'm be trying to mentor your dumb ass because
who you
obviously you don't know what
mentoring?
you're doing.
Johanna, Johanna,
Everybody in
Johanna,
Chicago knows me to be a
Johanna,
mentor, to be a
Johanna.
helper, to be a
You
friend.
can't mentor
All these
us when
judges
we
can
dance
tell
better
you.
than you. You can't mentor us when we dance better than you. Your company. You can't mentor us. You want to sit right here and throw shots between me and Johanna. I never had a problem with you. I'm just stating
Your team
facts
dance better
because
than
you making
mine.
it seem like you
Okay.
man. This is why they say everybody should not be allowed to throw a show. That's why everybody needs to go buy Diana
But
package
I've been
so we
throwing
can get the
10
real
for
shows
show for
going.
10 years
So we can
and
get the
never had a
real
Majorette
problem
shows
with
going.
y'all.
University is launching in March 5th.
So we can go get the real shows going. Everybody do not need to allow to throw a show. Everybody need
Okay,
to go
well, hold
purchase
on.
the
Let me
pack.
just say this. I'm gonna say this, and I'm just gonna be
Tyrus, all the years you've hosted and judged, have you had a problem at one of my shows?
no, but let me go ahead and be honest. And I love
Okay.
you dearly, sister. And I'm just being brutally honest. And I'm just gonna be, and I love you dearly. And you know I love you. Now some stuff was the show was kind of unorganized just a little bit to the
Just a little
point where
bit, just a lot.
just I let you talk because I'm like it was It was unorganized just a little bit to where we had to step in, which was okay because there was a lot going on. You had a great crowd, you had great teams. Other than that, the show was okay to me. The second day, only issue I had with the show that day was him running on the stage, and this is coming from coach to another coach. Everybody know I don't have my team no more, which is fine. I go around booking.
Tyrus,
Like Nisa,
I
like
never read.
like
it
if
was
you had,
never a
Nisa, like if
stage.
you had an issue with me saying something about your kids' uniforms, inbox me. I'm a big bitch. I tell you, I apologize.
Tyrus.
Like things come out. Like sometimes we speak, and I apologize. You know, I was wrong. There you go publicly. I apologize.
Well, we apologize too, Tyrus. We don't want no beef with nobody.
I definitely did miss
We trying to travel.
I said
I ain't got no beef with nobody. I can't beef with people I don't know.
Listen, Tyrus, you didn't got Tyrus. Tyrus, you got people.
I stated that. I stated that.
Tyrus, you didn't made the post. Got people refunding our cash apps to us, bro. People refunding their money back.
So I just got an inbox from another team that attended the competition, and they stated that the host was fighting. Joanna, what the hell?
Joanna was around there throwing hands at her own parents.
Let me clear that up for her, because JoJo, my assistant coach, JoJo Boyd, what happened was, just no shade, no tea, two of her little dancers got into it and they broke it up and it got heated. That was squashed within 20 minutes.
Oh, okay.
That wasn't no issue. It was not even big like that.
Oh, okay.
That's dead and gone.
Okay.
So
yes. And then the daughter, and it was her daughter and one of her staff members.
This is what I gotta say.
Actually doing the tally of the scores. They squashed it. She was back up there on the panel, like she squashed. They wasn't even tripping. So
this is all I gotta say.
That issue, that wasn't even nothing.
Okay.
Shit happened.
This is what I gotta say. Ever since Tyrus made the post, it didn't made teams throw money back at us, and I really felt like because we didn't told our kids we traveling out of town, and we got people throwing money back at us. Like, no. Now we got to tell our parents, like, oh, now we gotta don't book them flights no more, or uncancel them flights, because after that post time when we was never attacking you, it wasn't you talking about ran up on the stage. It was chairs in front of y'all. I would have had to run towards you to get on stage.
Well, you jumped on stage trying to fight us. 6 people had to hold you back.
I'm a big girl. What do you expect? I'm big.
Okay, but your big ass.
I'm trying to get out the gym. I'm trying to get out the door. I'm trying to get out the door. I'm trying to get out the door. Tired.
You was aggressively. I had to come out my jacket and my earrings. JoJo had to come out his hoodie. JoJo was standing in a white beater. That's how aggressive you was.
So you saying she was gonna help you? Ooh, that's crazy.
Who was gonna help? No, not my coach JoJo. I was gonna help him. We don't fight. I'm always like this. One bitch, my crew. One bitch fight. We all fight.
And you know, if one bulldog raised, all the bulldog raised.
Absolutely. So it was gonna be a motherfucking rumble.
Now let's not say that.
I'm glad that it wasn't a rumble. Let's just say that, because it could have been.
Well, sorry, on our behalf, we apologize.
We've been on this live almost 2 hours, and I want to make sure that we come to an understanding overall. Last minute, whatever. It's been stated time and time again, it is never appropriate to approach the judges panel. Regardless of how you feel, regardless of how you don't agree, whatever the case may be, it is never okay. And then if you do decide to approach the judges table, even when you're not supposed to, there's a way that you come across and actually get your point across. If you really had an issue with what you felt y'all placement was, then there was a way for y'all to approach it, regardless of your feelings, because y'all still have to understand, adults, that there are kids looking at y'all. And that situation could have turned for the worse. Them kids are like, honestly, and I've said this before, it seems like the dance community has turned into games. We got the Bloods, we got the Crips, we got the doggone Vice Lords. Y'all have turned into games. And y'all have turned the kids into what y'all see as a game. Like, oh, we jumping, so they jumping. Like, y'all have to have better self-control, because at the end of the day, if y'all want to sit there and say that y'all are mentoring, and I'm gonna just say this, some of y'all don't need to have teams. Y'all don't. Some of y'all coaches don't deserve to have teams. Some of y'all coaches out there do not deserve to coach or mentor kids because of the way you guys act. Y'all put y'all personal feelings into these competitions, and then when it gets to y'all don't agreeing with certain situations or certain decisions, then y'all want to sit there and start trying to act the fool and fight, and then the kids see how they acted because their coach is going. So then before you have a big ass fight at a competition when it's not that serious. If you don't like the outcome of a competition, address it and move on, and then it's your decision to go back to that competition the next time. It's a lot of people thrown on competitions. Some may not be qualified as others. Let me just say that. So you have to use discretion when even signing up for these competitions. But if I had anything to say to the young man If you felt as though Tyrus Sellis had an issue with you and Damage Dance Crew dancing, however you guys say your name, because I don't want to mess it up. You guys had the opportunity to pull yourself out if y'all paid. But according to Johanna, y'all didn't pay until the week of competition. Is that correct?
No, that's not correct. We didn't pay the week of.
Y'all pay when?
Listen, she was on board.
No. I just didn't get, when did y'all pay?
We pay. I think it has to be like 2.
Let me go look so I could be correct. So I could be definitely.
All I gotta
correct.
say is Tyrus. With the name you got, it's like when you see 2 teams get into it. When you say something, that makes another team feel that way, like you're picking fast. You have a big name, so when you are addressing, like when somebody's arguing with another team, you get supposed to make a comment. That might make another team feel some type of way off back, Tyrus. That's all I'm saying to you.
Well, what I'm gonna say to you from a coach to another coach, you gotta be responsible and take accountability of your actions, because everything didn't pop off until you popped it off.
But it didn't pop off until Johanna was giving out false information.
No.
Yeah.
We're not talking about nobody. You gotta listen. That's the problem. You don't
listen.
I
am listening, Tyrus.
You're not listening.
Tyrus, I am listening.
This is the same thing that you're doing at the coaches meet. You're not listening.
Tyrus, I was listening to y'all.
You cannot go to people and approach people like that, like you did us, because you might run up on somebody next time that's not like us. I don't know whose phone that is that's acting like that.
Wow. Okay, go ahead.
I said, you can't, the next time you do that, you might run up on a panel of judges that's not going to be like this, and they're going to really be with the shit. They're not going to try to hear what you're trying to talk about. So that's what I'm saying for you as a coach. You got to hold them emotions in and set it back and be like, okay, let me think real hard. Because if your kids see that, they're going to think it's okay. And then your parents pay you, then the parents pay you to teach their kids. They be like, well, shit, I don't want him to mentor my kids.
I do this.
Like this.
Let me say this. I don't get paid. I do this out the count of my heart. I work for my own money. I do this out the count of my heart. I don't get paid, and I don't want to get paid. She offers to pay me. I don't get paid. I do this out the count of my heart because it's something I love doing. Don't put that face, because I do, and I do, and I do, and I do. I make well good money where I work at.
Okay.
I make well good money. I might just cash app you when I get off here, okay?
Cash up me $50 then, baby.
I think, Tyrus, if you want to be together, you don't have to keep doing this. Like, doing this. If you want me to just say that. If you want a piece of me, just say that. It's okay.
A piece of
it's
what?
Okay. It's okay.
A piece of what?
If you like yours a little bit young like me, Tyra, just say that. I can give you what you're looking for.
A piece of what?
You know, Ty. But anyway, back to the situation. Tyrus, now I just
baby, I don't even eat by eating sausages or shrimp, baby. So I know that's a lie.
I'm getting off the
all right, so Tyrus, look, I accepted what you just said, bro. But you gotta accept what I just said. You cannot. Your name
I want a piece of him.
So Tyrus, you gotta accept what I just said, because you as a having a name out here, you cannot with 2 teams. Listen, y'all playing now. Y'all play too much.
I've been playing, so
listen, Jasmine, stop. For real,
I can't take you right now.
Jasmine, listen, you gotta listen. You're not listening. Oh my God, Jasmine, listen.
I'm listening. Go ahead.
You as having a name, a big name out here, Jasmine, bro.
I'm listening.
So you as having a big name out here, Tyrus, you cannot, when 2 teams are going back and forth, Eddie, you cannot jump over the post and choose a side, because you know you're going to be judging every show. So why even pick a side and make it look like that? You get what I'm saying? Now you gotta accept that. Side. Yes, you did. Here we go with this. We go with this.
You kept on saying my name. I'm like, why he keep bringing my name up like it's the issue with me? And I'm just like, okay, you said I had not to even backpedal. He's like, well, you best friends with Roy, your elite coach. That is my best friend. I'm cool with Lindsay too. I'm cool with Molly too. I'm cool with Tammy too.
But you gotta understand,
I know
a lot of people
of Shakuna.
Okay. Everyone can see and hear you. All right. So anyway, my
thing is to y'all too, to the CEO and you. Y'all know what y'all need to do. Go in, read the rules, and when you go to a next competition, go in even harder.
We always do. We don't stop.
Be like, you know what? I'm gonna give them a reason not to deny us. If the routine is good, you can't be denied.
We always work. Every time we go back, we look at judge sheet and take it over and review it. But
y'all palm routine on Saturday was good. It was arm work.
Jasmine, you being messy on this live. You being messy.
I can't say that.
All right, we accept that.
That's my
But
look.
you messy. You too messy for me.
Okay,
So
so I'm sorry, I just had to lighten it up because it was getting too heated. I just had so basically, long story short, you guys understand at the end of the day, there is a right and a wrong way to approach situations. I was just trying to lighten up the mood, y'all.
yeah, it was a lot of rights and wrongs in this whole little thing. That's what I'm saying. Everybody was wrong at some point.
Joanna, going forward, if you need assistance with trying to, I'm not saying that it wasn't unorganized. I wasn't there. I'm just saying some of the coaches did come to me and said that there was some missing components, some important missing pieces. And if you're going to do something like, if I had to say something, if you're going to do something like, okay, the captains just do it then. If that's the twist, the captains just prepare for a fast, like, it's so many different tempos. Some people even with stand battle, some people put fast and medium and fast, and it's a discrepancy. So if I had to give you any type of feedback, it is okay to ask.
Well, I think what concerns me is these are the same rules from last year, and Diana was the head coach, and the competition ran smooth. So I'm not understanding, like, where
you can never just accept the help and accept that you're wrong at a certain point. We all accept the help. You accept it. If somebody give you feedback, accept it and let's just move on. We all having a conversation. We had the conversation. Accept it and move on. She's telling you what you can fix. She told us what we can fix. Everybody just accept it and move on. Be grown about it. Literature teacher.
no one's not being grown about it.
I mean, at the end of the day, I already stated some stuff was a little unorganized, and me and Jamar told Johanna, I said, okay, sister, this year, I don't know what's going on, but the next one, we're going to help you with the package and the rules and the things to go on. We did say that it was just a little unorganized, but that was the behind the scenes stuff. Other people didn't know what was going on. To be
yes,
honest.
I did, because she told me.
Well, that's between you and Joe. I'm just telling you what people didn't get to see that we saw and we had to help with. And I'm okay.
Okay.
And I'm okay.
Well, like I said, I apologize. Like I said, Ms. Lopez, from the beginning, before we even started this conversation, I said I want to personally apologize, from the jump, before I even stated.
You want to personally apologize to whom and for what? I want to make sure that we're clear.
I mean, to all the dancers, for one, all dancers that was there at the competition that never seen, Coach Nisa even get out, act like the way, I act. Angrily, going to judges, asking, saying day 2 why we get cheated, quote unquote. My team as well, me representing my team, like I said, there's nothing I never did. I never ever, like, this is like totally is I guess it was just like you said, out of anger. But like you said, it's control, all about control. I mean, everybody have faults. Everybody ain't perfect in the dance world, CEOs or coaches or whatever. Everybody had their little times and moments when they had competitions, when they fired up, things like that. It just, I guess at this point, it just got a little, too big at hand. But at the end of the day, we standing up, like we stand up for these girls. We stand up. That a lot of people don't know how hard we work. We're a small company. We already get looked down on. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we have to
look down on y'all. Nobody looks down on y'all. I'm gonna say this. As CEO, you got to be careful, because I had to learn this. It's like he said, my name do carry very, very well. It was a situation to where my coach had an altercation with another person at a competition. Got the fight with him. Hands did get laid this time. Guess who it came back on?
You.
Me. And it didn't even have nothing to do with me. Just like this situation. You gotta, like what you did, you can't act like that. You can't. That's all I'm saying. You can't act like that. All that could have been avoided. If you would have came up to me and be like, well, Types, you know what? I feel like you was being biased today. I would have respected you more.
I ain't want you to touch on me. That's why I'm like, you gonna touch me. I'm just playing with you. But I do accept that. I accept it.
Do you want me? I think you want me. Do you want me, baby? Do you want me, baby?
No.
Do you want me? Because this right here is a grown woman pussy. So I don't even know if you can handle it. Yeah. This is our true field. This is our true field show and an 8 count, baby. What's up? Are you not about that life, baby? Yeah, because that's your second time saying it. Okay. Well, go on. Yeah. This is a grown woman pussy. Yeah.
Lord have mercy. Anywho, you guys. Joanna, is there anything last minute that you would like to say? Like I said, if I had to give any feedback, just make sure that you're reaching out to those that have been thrown on competitions. Like, I don't mind assisting any way I can. You guys, like I've always said, in order to make money, you have to spend money. And if you want your events and your organizations to be ran professional across the board. You can't please everybody. However, your rules and your regulations have to be clear and concise across the board. They have to be understanding to all levels. If you can understand it, they should be able to understand it, because people are paying to support you. They are paying to patronize you, and not taking sides, but I'm just saying, playing devil's advocate. This team did come and support you, regardless of if they paid the week of, the week before. I don't allow teams to compete my show. Like, there's deadlines. I need to know 30 days prior to that you're registering for my show.
And
if
that's
you
good.
want to register, and if you want to register later, that's fine. But guess what? You're taking a chance of missing some very vital, important information. So I can only give you as much information that I can remember based off of how you register. But it is still your responsibility to be able to give them the opportunity. So again, if I had to say anything going forward, I would just let you say that if you need assistance with trying to make sure that everything is clear and concise across the board, there's so many people that can reach out. And then I encourage everybody to take Majorette University. I'm not even a coach anymore, but I have even registered to take the courses, because I want whatever's going to benefit and assist me. Whatever I can take, it's an investment. Everything that you do when it comes to competitions and running a business, it's an investment. If you're putting money in, if you're taking money out, it's an investment. So you guys have to understand that portion. Again, I appreciate you guys coming on to tell you guys a side of the story. Nisa, if I had anything to give to you, like I said, if you don't choose to ever do Joanna's show again, any other show that you go to, you guys have to remain calm and you have to keep yourself, you have to use self-control, because again, thankfully, this situation didn't turn for the worse, but the fact that it could have, by the actions of your coaches, you have to have a handle as a CEO, as a director of your organization, over your coaches. You cannot break under pressure. They have to respect you enough as a CEO to say, I'm not going to act like that because my director is not going to have that. And sometimes it's okay to reprimand your coaches by their actions. You have to do that because they have to take that you're that serious about your business. If you take your business seriously, that's the only way they're going to take you seriously. And with that being said, this has been another episode of the Majorette Tea. I appreciate everybody coming on, telling their side. I don't know when I'll be back, but you guys, I'll see y'all when I see y'all. Don't forget again that we have these upcoming competitions. Next competition, we have 6 spots left open for Live in the Windy City, Midwest Regionals. This is a dance, drill, and drumline competition. You guys see the divisions. Y'all see the categories. We are giving away $2,000 in cash prizes. There's spots are still open. And then this is a qualifier for nationals, which will take place this August 25th through the 26th in Miami, Florida, Hyatt Regency, Miami. Again, this has been another episode of Majorette. Another episode of the Majorette Tea. T stands for teaching, E stands for educating, A stands for bringing awareness, and that's what we do every time we come on. So you guys have a good one. We'll see you next time.
T stands for teaching, E stands for educating, and A stands for bringing awareness, and that's exactly what we are doing. Somebody put me in beef flat because I feel like I'm about to go there.
Are we still on? Oh, wait a minute. Hold on, y'all. We still on. My bad. I'm sorry. Diana was, hold on, y'all. Hold on right quick. Hold on right quick, y'all. I'm glad I didn't end it. I just saw her message. Sorry, y'all. My bad. Wait, I'm sorry. I just saw. Okay, hold on. Yeah, okay, so that was a lot. We can come back. That was a lot. Diana's coming on. Sorry, Diana's coming on. I just sent her the link, so she's coming on. Okay, hey D, what's going on?
Boy, listen.
It was I'm a woman for me. I cannot stand Cyrus.
But you know, I'm glad that it came to a rectifiable understanding. It really made me feel good because, you know, you and I talk about conflict resolution and our coaches and our community, because I love us for real. Like, I really don't care about how things happen. Like, this is my community and I'm sticking beside. Like, that's how I feel. So, but anyway, I wanted to offer something to two of the teams because, you know, we talk about this person's my best friend, blah, 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 blah. I'm friends with everybody. So I guess it's gonna always be, I'm gonna be next.
Yeah.
I guess I'm gonna be
I don't
next.
think they that crazy, but I'm
because I'm friendly with everybody, you know, but because of everything that was said, I'm big on rewarding everybody and trying to find something big to come out of the situation. I know you have multiple events coming up. You have your Dancing in the Sands event coming in Miami. You have the Windy City event coming to Chicago, and I hope that you guys support Jazz and her events and what she's doing. I've received packets from Jasmine, so let's just let it be known. I've received packets from Jasmine. They're very organized, and one thing I don't do, if I don't like something, I ain't moving in that direction. Shit ain't moving the groove, and I ain't doing it. I'm like Lindsay, I don't go everywhere. But I wanted to just really say this, you know, to all the coaches that were on here talking, because I was listening and I was in the comments. I was tickled as fuck. I ain't gonna take you no lie. I said, baby, what is the world coming to? However, I know how Tyrus is. Tyrus is my friend. You know, I know how he moves. And I kept saying, please, Jesus. But I would like to just, you know, for the coaches from Do Damage, I pray that this is a really lesson learned for them, you know, because we do in the heat of the moment. Sometimes we don't think. I've reacted before, you know, sometimes we don't think, but we got to remember our kids are watching us. I really hope, as Jamar said, and as Tyrus said, read the packet going forward. Don't take anything personal just because somebody knows someone or speaks, which is why I don't talk to nobody. You know, if I talk to the judges, I just judged the competition recently in Toledo, and I asked for all the coaches. I wanted to meet everybody to let them know what I was looking for. And I said, I can only speak for me. And I did that because a lot of people, they just don't know. If they don't know, they don't know. But just to wrap this up, because I know you've been on here forever, I wanted to offer 2 full paid bids to my national competition that's happening in Miami, Florida, September the 2nd. I already have over 40 teams confirmed for the event, but I'm going to make space for Royal Elite, and I'm going to make space for Starstruck Superstars. I'm going to pay your registration, registration is $100 per category. I'm going to pay that. It is $50 per person to compete at Booker Dye Nationals, but I'm going to pay that. I want Royal Elite and I want Starstruck Superstars at my event on September the 2nd in Miami, Florida, which is Labor Day weekend. It's Orange Blossom Classic weekend. We have received our final paperwork for our venue. The school that it's going to be at, we have a SWAC event that's going to happen at that school as well, because, you know, we talk about our kids wanting to go to HBCUs. We have to make sure that they are prepared. Janae Harrington is coming. Kayla Pittman from Southern University is coming. Kayla Gordon is coming from Jackson State. We would love to have them come and participate in that as well. And any of our teams, they're welcome. But that particular event, I wanted to offer that for them. And I'm doing that because I'm sitting here listening like, oh, this team is my friend. Nobody's better than blah, 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 blah. And then not giving Starstruck they do. And it's like, I done seen Miss Lindsay's team grow. And if you notice, Jazz, how Lindsay's voice never changed.
Oh, yeah.
She's very calm.
She's always
that's like who she is. That's how she is. You know what I mean? She's like real chill. And Lindsay's very fair. I've never known her to just be out of character. I just never have known that. So if Lindsay said somebody was cussing, I kind of believe her. Yeah. Lindsay like mama. She like sis, you know? So yeah. I believe because she's just not that person that's like that. So these bids are not taken lightly because I don't give them out like candy. You know, I give them out to the best teams because I want to see the best teams, you know, out there. And if you got 20 kids on your team, 50 times 20, that's $1,000. So now you've received $1,000 award just from Booker Dye, just from you being great sight unseen, simply because there's so much talk about you and controversy. Okay, well, I want you at my event because everybody's mad that you won, or whoever is mad that you won. So don't quote me, nobody be in my DMs or in my comments, because I do comment back. But I'm just saying, I want Royal Elite, Free's team. I want Starstruck Superstars, Lindsay's team, and Lindsay always supports Booker Dye. So don't think that anybody's getting she always supports. So I want both of those teams in Miami. We'll take care of it. I have already sent my email, the person that hosts my events in the comments. I would love to have them at my event. So you guys, if you are part of these two teams, please email BookerDye@yahoo.com so we can make sure that we get the rosters. I think that both of these teams competed at the Just Cause Dance event this weekend. And I would love to have the host, Miss Joanna, the roster that they turned in. I want that roster because only those dancers that participated at her event will be given the bid. So it's not like for your 1,000-person team. No, only those people that competed at the Just Cause event are going to get the bid. And Jazz, as much as you do with all of your events, I really hope you follow suit with what I'm doing too. Because when these teams you have a great platform here, and when these teams feel as if they're not being treated fairly, invite them to another event where you know they will receive a different type of feel, whether it's a partial paid, even if it's registration paid, free bottle of water, something, give them something so they'll know that they're loved and that there's another experience on the other side that could be great. Also, like you said, with Just Cause Dance, I know that you host great events. I'm sure she would benefit from your help. There's nothing wrong with asking for help. When you don't know, you don't know. Yeah. I even have Jaleesa Huff that owns Just Hospitality. She runs Buck or Die for me. Marquel showed me a different way to do it in 2017. I had to learn. He showed me in 2017. I flipped it in 2017 and I ain't looked back. And it's been great ever since. So I taught Jaleesa how to do it in 2021 and she been running it. Now I'm like this. I'm hands off. She knows what to do. So I'm just saying all that to say, I appreciate our community. I know we are dysfunctionally functional. I love us for real. It ain't going to change. You know what I mean? I feel like we're going to grow. Majorette University is going to be a vibe on so many levels to get us where we need to be. I just really pray that they listen to what you're saying, not take the platform as if you're trying to be messy. You're trying to get to a resolution.
Right.
Conflict, resolve.
Right.
So that was my 2 cents. Like, that's all I got. I just wanted to give that publicly to Royal Elite and to Starstruck. I love our community. I want to see us grow. And I'm hoping that, moving forward, we can all learn from this. Let me say this too before I go. Now, JoJo Boy is hip hop. Top, bottom, left, right, up, down, north, south, east, west, around the corners.
His resume does say that.
What I'm going to say, Starstruck does have a USASF certified hip hop team. Not in our world, in that world. Also, too, Empire, hip hop. Geek Squad, hip hop. I do agree with Do Damage that sometimes teams don't understand what hip hop is, but I can speak for a fact. JoJo know what he talking about when it comes to that hip hop.
Yeah.
You got Marquel with hip hop. You got Gareth with hip hop. But I do know that these teams that are doing these hip hop routines, they really know what they're doing. And she had a great judges panel, a non-biased one. I will say that because I know all the people that were up there with the exception of one. So I can't say that they were non-biased, but that's just from my personal experience. So, but everybody's different. So, but anyway, that was all I had.
Just my opinion. I like, you guys have those competitions with hip hop. I stay away from hip hop because I don't like hip hop. I ain't gonna be. I like to see HBC. I'm an HBCU down girl. Entertain me with poise and classiness and makeup and hair and like I'm a pageant girl. Yeah. I want to see stuff that will make me think that I'm about to get ready to compete in a pageant. Yeah. So like that's my thing, and like that's just everybody to each his own. But like I said, I do know for a fact that there are so many different ways that you can incorporate hip hop. Hip hop is not just one genre by itself. It's so many ways that you can twist it to make it your own. And so
that's why you got to be specific in your packet as to what you're looking for. Because in ours, it says USASF style. And one thing, my takeaway from the whole live is that I used to do the coaches meetings prior to our competitions. I used to do those and I stopped because our competitions are all the same. Like it's the exact same no matter where you go. But we get new people that come to Buck or Die, just like new people that come to yours and don't really understand what we're looking for because everybody's field show. When we talk about Majorette type field shows versus HBCU type field shows, they're not the same thing. Majorette pom, and then you talk about the UDA style pom. It's not the same thing. We have to make sure that we are specific so that teams competing, don't feel confused. And then doing a coaches meeting, taking an hour and doing it prior to, if they have questions, you can say that you did your due diligence. We stopped doing that because all of ours are just like the same. Right. But I'm going to get back to doing that because I just want to make sure that anybody that participates in any of my events, that they feel as if they've gotten all of their questions out. I don't want you to walk away feeling like you don't know what you're walking yourself into. I never want anybody to feel like that because we are, I had to explain Majorette. I did an interview recently with NBC that's coming out very soon. And they were asking questions about the Majorette community. They call Majorette a trend. And I said, no, it's not a trend. It's a style of dance. It was not created, by a viral video on TikTok. That video coming out is the third wave of Majorette going viral. The first wave was our HBCU dance lines that have been around before some of us were even born. The second wave was Bring It. Now this is your third wave. So if we're going to be honest, let's keep it real. You know, people are thinking that we're some type of trend that you can pick up and put down when you want to, and that's not okay. We have always been here. I had to explain that Majorette is tap, jazz, ballet, hip hop, Majorette, contemporary, liturgical. We're all these styles mixed into one. But I feel like it's like the blacks only, whites only fountains. There's like no box to check for us. And it sucks because when we go to these events, that we're overlooked. You want our style, but you don't want us. And I think that I'm a little controversial when it comes to me answering certain questions like that, because like I tell them, it's a loaded question. I'm naturally just, you know, the way that I am, and I can't lie. I'm very blunt. People don't know how to accept it. But I just want us to be accepted, which is why I'm doing Majorette University, because I just want to see us continue to grow. So she said, I'm looking to compete in a book or die. I'm on the website now. Do you have to do the training camp, or can you just compete? No, that's two separate things. When you go to DianaMWilliamsInc.com, click Bosses Businesses, and it describes each one of the businesses to make sure you understand exactly what they are. But the training camp is for anybody between the ages of 6 and 18 who love what it is that we do as a community. And they just want to try it. They want to learn what it is and understand what it is. There's no dance experience necessary. You don't have to be on a team. They see us, Lady Jazz. They see us, all of us. They see our community, the glitz, the glamour, the sequins, the fringe, the hair, the makeup, and they want to be a part of that, but they have no training. So they want to come to the camp. They learn parade, field show, hip hop, stand battle, formations. They learn show prep, performance. They get to meet the girls and all that. Yes, that's a part of it. But the competition is a completely separate thing. The competition is for the teams that are together as a team, as an organization. It's two completely different things. But we do have some kids from certain teams individually that want to come to the training camp, because at that training camp, Kayla and Sanjay do not hold back. They give what they have to make sure that you understand how to put together the shows, which is why I'm separating from the training camps. It's not just a training camp for the public. The master classes, like what I did in Toledo, that's a one-on-one thing where we get down into the nitty-gritty of actual Majorette. It's very different. So I'm offering a lot of services. It's very different, though.
So I got an inbox from the said team from DDC. They said, can you ask Diana if she's going to allow us to do her show?
Not if y'all coming with that kind of energy, because like I told them folks in Toledo, that wasn't even my event, but the police is giving out jewelry. Everybody can get bracelets. Everybody can get bracelets in here. And I don't like that, because what we need to understand too is I will sue you. Let me just be honest. Endangering the welfare of a child, emotional and mental distress, because if them people at Just Cause wanted to press charges, they can. Emotional distress. I'm a press of a child, slandering the coach's names, defamation of character. You can't. Freedom of speech in the First Amendment only takes gonna cover your ass so far. You got to be real careful. But coming to Buck or Die, I don't want no shit from nobody. I don't want anybody in a space where they feel, oh, here come this team, blah, blah, blah. Okay, well, who is it? What's the issue? Send me the receipt. So when because I have the right to refuse service to anyone.
Right.
I feel like as an owner, Do Damage, I would like for you to go through Majorette University as a course. I want you to take the course and understand what you guys need to do. Sometimes I feel like, I'm going to just be honest. Your boy that was on here was talking too much. Even if he knew all of the things that he knew, sometimes you got to know when to shut your mouth. Sometimes you got to know when to hold them and when to fold them. Because he was making you look real bad, coach. For real, CEO. He was making you look really bad. Because at the end of the day, my team knows, don't ever speak for DD4L, Buck or Die, Majorette University, DMW Inc., Dollhouse Dance Factory, Dollface Academy. Because if you represent me, you make me look like an asshole. If you make me look like an asshole, you're fired. Because I'm not doing it. Because at the end of the day, my face is on the brand. I tell my girls that. I love you, but I will get rid of you. Because you cannot represent me in that way and expect for things to continue to go on. I understand we're in the heat of the moment. We talk, but you got to have a way to handle things and come to a resolution, and don't just do that. All that, well, Johanna said this, blah, blah, blah. I agree with Tyrus. If you had a problem with me, come to me. Mm-hmm. You don't need to go to nobody else. You had a problem with Johanna, go to her. And if you handle it, let it go.
Tyrus, don't he a fool for calling them kids beautiful?
He was, but the thing is, A right is a right and a wrong is a wrong, and Tyrus apologized for that.
Yeah.
And he took it the wrong way. That's the reason why when teams compete, if I don't like something, I just don't say nothing, because I know my words hold a heavy weight. And people really look up to what I'm saying, so I just don't say anything. I done seen a lot of whack costumes and sheer to the waist pantyhose from the J.C. Penney, rhinestones from Hobby Lobby, uniforms that was made in their backyard the day before.
Let's not talk about the ones. Let's not talk about the ones they getting from the sublimation from the.
Listen, I have seen it all, but if I'm not going to create a solution, then I'm a part of the problem. And I just have to be careful what I say. Tyrus know I love him down. That is my best friend to the end. That is my cookie tookie, my everything. You know, I love him. And I appreciate him for apologizing, because that takes a big woman, as he says, because my husband heard it. Like, it takes a big person, you know, to apologize when you're wrong. And I appreciate that for him, because Tyrus is not a mean person. I can't let nobody put that on his spirit or his heart, because he's not that person. But I just will say that gentleman, and I'm glad that it got lighthearted, but he really, really just should have just let CEO handle it, because CEO was a lot calmer than him. Let her handle it so that it could be resolved. Move on. I apologize for my team's action. I should have done this and the third. And everybody was right. Nobody approaches the judges table. I invited my team coaches at Booker, Dye, and Jackson to come and talk to the judges prior to the start of the event. They all came up on the stage, came in front of them, and asked Danielle, what's the baby's name? Melanice was up there. I think Melanice was there, but I do know Chloe was there from the J Sets. Like, everybody had a chance to talk to them, ask them what are they looking for. So when you get out here to perform, you know what to do. I don't always do that, but because these dancers and coaches that were up here, these people are a part of HBCU dance lines. Like, you are a coach or representative of one of the dance teams that was there. The child is a Princeton J Set. So her dance team that she was on was there. So who's to say that now Chloe sees other girls from this team, and now she's like, oh my God, Danielle is over Texas Southern University. Oh my God, Miss Gigi is connected to Southern University dancing. I was like, oh my God, like, these girls are talented. You should recruit from this team and this team and this team. Who's to say? But nobody wants to be affiliated with you if you are messy. And let me say this too, because I was going to shut the fuck up. Let me say this. The business that we are in, if you have people that know what they're doing, you want them to train your team. That's not a hustle. It's called a business. If you are traveling and you are a traveling coach, a traveling choreographer, that is a business. I travel and talk to a lot of different people, but just because I give them choreography and I train their team don't mean that I done wave the magic wand and sprinkle some fairy dust and now they're going to win. It don't work like that. They still have to take what I gave them and apply it after the fact. And if they don't, then they still going to look the same. We give choreography all over the place. We don't recycle choreography. Ain't no Sparky Pulaski going on over here. We don't do that. But you can't blame them for knowing everybody. They're going to call these people because they feel like Jamar is great. Quincy is great. Tyrus is great. Danielle is great. Janae is great. KG is great. Janir is great. You know, Nile is great. G is great. You feel like these people are great for whatever the reasons are. But you can't knock them for who they know. Because they are popular, you're going to run into some of the same people. You know what I mean? It is what it is. That's my Lisa. Like, it is what it is. You know, so you can't say that, oh, this person is biased. If you feel that way, hey, listen, I felt like you said blah, 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 blah. I just want to make sure that we good. We good. You're not mad at me. You don't think this way, because I know we got to compete today. And I just want to make sure that you don't have no animosity towards us. That's all I'm saying. Ask the question. And if you feel some type of way, don't go. But don't take that crap to them. But CEO, for real, revamp your program. Get with old boy and have a conversation. We got to have some decorum. When you said decorum, I made me think about Tory. But you got to have some decorum about yourself.
You got to. And it's a bad look, because just like they were saying, like, you guys don't understand the actions that you do and it's put out there. Like, y'all, some people may, you know, I think Majorette T has came. I mean, I really just pretty much love that I decided to change the name. But quiet as it's kept, you know, this platform has really helped a lot of people not get burnt. It has helped a lot of people learn and grow overall, because people do not want to be associated with people that do not have the know-how of running a competition. They don't want to be associated with teams that's going to bring nothing but drama and issues to their team. There are teams out there that just don't want to deal with drama. All they want their kids to do is come out there and dance. So when you start putting the stuff out there to where people are starting to literally, like, look at you in a different light, like, why are we going to do their show?
Yeah.
Why are we going to do the show? You have this team. That's a hindrance on not only yourself, but that's a hindrance on the host of the show, because they're trying to make a profit too. But if they can't trust that you're gonna come and act right, they don't want you at their show.
Because I'm not gonna even lie. That's why I don't care nothing about paying on registration fee. I will lose the $250, $350 or whatever. Because as soon as that list come out, if I see somebody on there that didn't ever commented or said some dog crap or whatever to my kids, we ain't coming. Because I'm not going to put my parents in that situation. I love them too much. I'm not going to do it. If I heard about you fighting at another event, running up on judges in the parking lot, talking smack on social media, yeah, we ain't coming.
That's why
I'm not, it's certain teams, I have a list.
And it's just I play one too.
Where I'm just like, yeah, no. Our candy is always welcome. I've heard a lot about you guys. You guys are always welcome. I love everybody. And I really believe that even with everything that has going on, there is a place for all of us to grow. We will continue to grow from this. And you're right, your platform has come a long way from where it was when I first started following you. And you and I have had private conversations about where I see this could potentially go. Podcasts, we're talking so many things that this could potentially be, because Majorette, it has constantly been on the tongues of so many people. We are exposed in rooms that we don't even know we're being exposed to. We're not talking about some bootleg broadcasting company. NBC reached out to me and asked me questions about Majorette. And of course, when I saw it, I said, oh yeah, I'm about to put on for our community. But stuff like this, it scares me because I don't know, cannot bring certain coaches and certain, people with us to these locations. If they say, hey, bring your top 10 Majorette teams, we about to put together so you think you could dance type Majorette show, we about to blah, 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 blah. I'm going to call the Tigerettes. Yeah. I'm going to call Dancing Cloverleaves. I'm going to call Black Ice. I'm going to call Damage Dance Crew. I'm going to call Starstruck Superstars. I'm going to call the Warden Academy. I'm going to call certain teams that I know, one, they coaches are on the up and up. Two, uniforms, hair, makeup, costume, but head to toe. But I can't do that with everybody. But I want to just say, oh, Lord, we got so many. Jesus, what we going to do? I want it to be that, but we're not there yet. Yeah. We're not there yet. And I'm just hoping that as you continue to do this and we grow, it's just going to be better. I got to go. I'm going to get ready I was working on Majorette University when this live started, baby. I done got distracted. For 2 hours. I was literally here writing and getting my guest speakers lined up for every section, because the way we have it set up, there's a guest speaker coming on for every section. I just want to make sure that, because this taught me something else.
It's definitely needed. If you guys pay attention, like I said, I have put myself on a wait list. I'm going to get what I can get, because I don't know about anybody else. We that do this is my livelihood. This is our livelihood. Yeah. This is not something that we play with. It's registered. We have a business, and I think that there's so many teams that could benefit from the Majorette University to learn how to become legitimate. Because one thing y'all don't want to happen is for Uncle Sam and IRS and the federal government to come after you for taking money and you're not paying taxes on it.
Or you're paying too much taxes because you're taking it under your personal account instead of creating a business and getting those tax write-offs and things, because you shouldn't be using Cash App nor Zelle, taking money into your personal account, and now you're paying taxes on money that you shouldn't be paying taxes for because it's not your personal income. Or you have to claim all these things because you done took $4,000 or $5,000 in uniform fees, but that's not your personal money. Now you're having to pay taxes on something that never belong to you in the first place. When all you got to do is set up your business right, file your business correctly, which is set up in the 4th grade section of Majorette University, how to set up your business, tax ID, EIN, LLC, S Corp, C Corp. How is it supposed to be set up to where you are protected? I had to learn that. Mm-hmm. People that you think are trying to help you, they're not. And if you're really going to do this right, do it right. Damn it, do it right. That's all I'm saying. I had to learn. And every mistake that I made, Jasmine, I'm helping you skip the line so that you don't have to worry about making the same mistakes that I did, because I'm telling you what I did wrong, and I'm going to show you how to do it right. So what took me 5 years to learn, you can learn it in 5 minutes, because I'm going to tell you what to do. So you don't have to worry about being in the back of the line. Yes, it's still going to take you time to grow your business, but now you have a blueprint, and you're like, damn, okay, so Diana did this. Yeah, I done went through a lot. Got to build a lot.
If you want to take time to do it, they want it quick.
It's
And
not
that's
gonna work
and
like
that's
that.
why and that's why it's so much issues going on when people talking about taking money. Y'all don't even have to y'all don't even understand when y'all do Ticketly and Ticket Master and Eventbrite, y'all have to file taxes on that.
Yeah.
Y'all have
They
to
gonna
file
send you a
taxes.
1099. It's under your name.
And then now they're doing it with Cash App. So again, I'm literally trying to steer away from where I can have my website to where they can just go on the website and register on the website. That way it goes through the system. I don't have to worry about all that. It's things that you guys have to. If y'all gonna take yourself seriously, if y'all want people to take y'all seriously, y'all have to begin to take yourself seriously. No one is going to hand this. If it's too much, then don't do it.
Yeah,
We
don't
rather
do
you
it.
not even have a competition.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Yeah.
Because
Find
it's going to
somebody
be
to do it.
unorganized.
Yeah. And then I'm the guy that does our ticket company, Impact Tickets, the owner of the ticket company. He is coming on to speak on Majorette University. He is coming on to talk about his platform, the benefits of the platform, what the good, the bad, the ugly, and the indifferent of the platform are, Jasmine. He's going to help you set it up. It's free to set it up. You know what I mean? But and he also too, as your business grows, like I have my own site on his site. You know how you have Ticketmaster? Bucker Dye had his own site on his site. So now you don't have to go to Impact Tickets to find my events, even though they're there. But I have Bucker Dye has its own ticketing site. But he's going to help us do that. He's going to show us how. But I want him to talk to you guys about how the business is going to be set up when it comes to the ticketing company. So at the end of the year, you can see all of your sales. You can see everything. So it'll tell you if you made 30,000, 40,000, 100,000, and these numbers are not unreal. They're very real. But he's going to tell you how you can set it up and say, okay, I made this amount of money. Let me file my taxes. Also, my tax attorney is coming on here. My CPA. With every dollar you make, 25% of that dollar ain't yours, my love. It belongs to the IRS. You need a tax account and a personal account and a business account. You need multiple accounts. Kevin Hart did a whole live about this. I don't want to blow everybody's minds with all of this because we're going to get into this shit in Majorette University. But these are things that I learned. I have a tax account and a personal account and a business account for Diana M. Williams Inc. We're going to talk about branding and marketing and social media, you know, because I love how you post all of your stuff with your Two Jazzy Designs on your social media page. I want you to take your content even further. You should have a magazine. Why you ain't got one?
It's in the works. They've been asking me for a catalog, and I'm like, I'm building it up. I'm like, because I want to get it to where I want to get a certain models, like certain dancers, to be able to model them. So that's what I'm working on in 2023. So that way I can start building that catalog to where, you know, you have different designs where people can select from. So that's all in the works. I have some work that I'm trying to do for 2023. You know, and it's a challenge because it's a lot, but I'm really looking.
And take your time with it. Don't let nobody rush you. I just asked because if it wasn't on your mind, I wanted to put it on your mind because as Black business owners and as Black brands, we got to make sure that we're all mentally and emotionally invested into each other to make sure that we keep growing, not taking and stealing from each other because we're not going to grow like that. Yeah. I have a lot that I'm doing as well. FedEx is here, so she barking. Coco ain't going to bust in. Come here, friend. Come talk to Jasmine. Come here. But I have a lot that I'm doing, you know, as well. She thinks she is ferocious.
And that's something that I'm learning too, with separating the business from the professional, or the business from the personal to the business, personal, and tax. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not gonna tell y'all it's easy. Anytime you own a business, it's a lot. Like it is a lot. It's a lot that goes into making sure that you're in adherence with the IRS. That's what I'm saying. I don't think that people really understand what goes into being legitimate. Your dance company, that's a business. Anytime you're taking money from people, that is money that you have to account for.
You got to document it, bro, because if you don't, they're going to come after your ass. You think you're getting away with it. It's going to be 3-4 years down the line. Somebody's going to report your business to the Better Business Bureau. It's going to be something that's going to show up. And then when you got to go try to get a bank account, or you got to book a venue for an event, and you got to put it in your personal name. What if you had a 501c3? Now you're getting like discounts out the ass. What if you had your LLC set up? Now you're building business credit, and you can purchase things in your business name, like my cars in my business name. Now you can purchase things, and now you're building an actual business. There's so many things that we just don't know. And I was just like, I would not lie. I was like, oh my God, I did not know all of this stuff. Like when I first started doing it, my husband knows, he's so smart. I love him. He's so smart. But I'm just saying that because everything that I know, Jasmine, when I tell you, like, I'm going to literally rip my heart out of my chest and smack it into this whole program, because I really just, I still see uniforms falling apart and I don't understand. I still see the wrong shoes and I don't understand. I don't understand because I really want us. I feel responsible, which is why I take it so personal, because when I watch Bring It, I'm looking at things that I could have done differently, but I didn't have a lot of control. But now that I have the control, we just got to fix it. That's all. Because I want to get, I love this program, so I don't want to get too far into it because we'll be talking forever. And you've already been on here since Moses was witness. We got to go.
Yeah. So, Lisa Williams just inboxed me. Lisa, I can tell her, I don't know. Okay, so Lisa Williams, I'm not sure what she's saying. She's going to ask a favor. Coach D blocked me from a statement that I think she thought I was talking about her personal situation, but I was talking about mine. Back when one of her dance babies had passed away, I reposted her post and said, these babies out here dying, and y'all think we care about a trademark. I think she thought I was talking about her trademark, but what happened to her with the trademark situation happened with me. And although I had the LLC before the girl had anything,
it don't matter. That whole situation was sensitive to me, and I block where I block, and I'm not going to unblock. I said what I said.
That's what she said. So again, you guys, at the end of the day, we just
follow me on Instagram. I got more than one social media platform.
So again, you guys, like I said, I'm definitely, like I said, if I can take anything from Majorette University, I feel like if it's going to be beneficial, you guys take for what it's going to, y'all take for what it works for you.
Take from it whatever you need.
For whatever you need from it, that's what you take. If you don't take anything from it, well, then you just didn't take nothing from it, or you just weren't paying attention. But if you're registered and you are getting educated and you're able to elevate your business, why not? Invest into yourself.
And it's not going to be for everybody, and that's fine. But them people that come through, that graduating class, going to fuck everybody up. They can fuck everybody, because all the stuff that we're going to talk about is going to be, it's not going to be like a live. We're going to talk, it's class, like your notebook. You need a pen and paper because we're giving actionable steps. You will have homework. You will have coursework that you have to do. So when we do have our platform and I call you up like how we're talking right now, I say, okay, so number one was we're supposed to do blah, 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 blah. What research have you done in your state? And then if you haven't done the research, you get dropped down. You're not ready for the class. It's like college. You need to get your life together. I even have it set up to where we have, I call it Recess, the designer studio, where we're going to draw costumes. I'm going to physically show you how I sketched mine, and I want you to sketch yours and bring it to the platform so that we can show it. And of course, we're going to have a disclaimer. If we see any of these costumes later, it's not your design. It's intellectual property violation. That person will sue you. So don't try to take their stuff. But I'm going to connect them to the company that does mine, because I have customized uniforms that I do, and I'm going to connect them to that company to make sure that they get the uniform made the way they want it to be made. No, it's for anyone that's in business. Just drop the majorette part of it and just focus on the business side. There are some things that do target only majorette. When we talk about putting together the uniform packet, we're talking about making sure that your uniform list is done correctly. It's small things. There's one whole section on there called the beauty lab, where we talk about the proper makeup, the proper hair, performance makeup, performance look. I have a celebrity makeup artist coming on that does performers makeup. You talk about how Rihanna be dancing in the movie, Beyonce be dancing in the movie. Beyonce never freaking sweats. You ever wondered why? Like when I was on the Bring It Live tour, our makeup artist, her name is Monet. She would do certain techniques that would keep our face from sweating. How? I never sweated. And I never understood. When I was
what magnesium they be using.
I don't even remember what she used. But I just know, like, it's the type of makeup that we use too. I have sensitive skin, very bad. I break out if the brush not clean, if the bristles is old, whatever it is. So she used specific things, and the girls sweat like dogs when they perform, but their faces still look like they just got it done because they get their makeup done at 4:00 before meet and greet, and the show is not till 8. and then they dancing all night. But when they come out the stage, look like they just walked out there. So it's like certain things that they do. But even talk about the nutritional part of it, how to condition your kids. Like all of these things are a part of just one whole section. Fitness trainers coming on, giving you great ideas and advice for kids and what the youth needs. Like I have a whole shitload of stuff that's coming, but it's not gonna be lecture, talk. Yes, it's information. Yes, it's action steps. Yes, there are things you need. So even you, Miss Angie, that asked that question about business, you probably will benefit from the elementary school and the middle school section because it's talking about just the setup of the business, setting it all up, the details, the step-by-steps, helping you make sure that it's organized properly, like literally your vision. Because believe it or not, most people start a business, Jazz, with no vision. They just want a boutique because you saw somebody else with one. You're not even passionate about it. So what you're doing it for? You have to be a passion for what it is that you're doing. I've loved dance since I was a little girl. Like I love this shit. So it's like I'll never go away from me. I'm gonna always do this, and it's easy for me because I really enjoy it. I would do it for free. I have done it for free. My best friend says, Diana, you're reaping the benefits of the seed that you planted years ago. From 2001 up until the year Bring It came in 2014. You did it for free. Like you make no money. So now you're reaping the back end of all the work that you put in. Like it happens that way. So when you talk about a hustle, it's not a hustle. This is a job. Tyrus has always been that way. Loud, outspoken, very vocal, funny as hell. So when he and I was on Bring It Together, they tried to make us fight. It never worked because we were too busy laughing. Because we were friends for real. He was like, okay, bitch, you gonna say this, you gonna say, I'm like, bitch, you say something stupid, I'm probably gonna laugh. But he would say something, I'd be like, oh my God, so now we gotta start over. Because when he kicked at me the first time, I was like, okay, bitch, don't laugh. Bitch, don't laugh. You know, like, because he's funny for real. So, of course, I could see him being a host.
Right.
He knows how to dance, have fun, keep the crowd entertained. Plus, he's a character. People love him for that.
Right.
You know what I mean? Marcel, he is a Black-owned trophy business. Jazz, they don't understand, like, what they're getting with this man. This man has driven trophies across states to get to them. The trophies, you can't blow on them and they fall off. Them bitches is heavy. Like, and he's a really good, not even just that, he's a really good DJ. And what he didn't know about DJing, he learned from someone. He invested the thousands of dollars to get what he needed. You got great judges out there. Like, you got great hosts. People have to have a personality and a connection with the crowd, but you got to know our world.
And you got to hire people that's going to keep the morale of your show. Y'all so busy trying to be cheap. Again, I am available for bookings. Everybody knows that. I've been booked to host events. I've hosted Lindsay's show twice.
Yeah.
You know, in the past 2 years, because you use hosts for the fulfillment of your show. If you want your show to be amazing, you want someone that's experienced and wants them to know what they're doing and knows the proper flow of a show. You want some because they can help you out. It's inevitable. Just like when Jamar was like, well, I had to step in and take over. Naturally so, because he hosts shows.
We did that in Toledo.
Yeah. And it's hard for you to sit back and not intervene when you see things about to go left because you want things to go right. You know,
I was a damn judge and ended up with the mic in the middle of the floor running.
Yeah, and it wasn't what you paid for, but at the end of the day, you saw a need and you saw something that you had to interject. So it's not overstepping at all. You guys just have to have the right people in the right time to be able to step in when needed. Like, come on, y'all. Like, it's really, so again, if y'all only take a class or take a course of Majorette University, I'm sure you can find some type of balance to where you can use it for the betterment of your business.
They're going to be able to use all of it. Any portion of it, and I'm not just saying it because it's my program, because I am 1000% biased, but every single thing that I have put in this is what has been used for me to run my business. Every part of it is what has been used for me to run it and sustain the dollhouses. Like, it's been things that I've learned, things that I didn't know about property tax and different things about how the lease is supposed to be set up and different insurance. Like, I was like blown away, things that I did not know, even when I moved here to Georgia, because the Georgia state law is different from Alabama state law. Like, they're not the same about property. So I had to learn these things, but I'm sharing all of those things. Now, it's not just basic stuff. I promise you it's not. Because if that's the case, there's no way that it would be successful. When I had the conversation with the agency that's helping me do this, her children are with Top Gun Cheer, which is one of the top cheer all-star companies in the world. Okay. Mm-hmm. She said, damn, we need this. She said, we just need to take cheer, Majorette and put cheer in there because we need this. She said, I can't believe that people have been around since long before me. I even started Dancing Dolls, and they don't have the structure that I have for DD4L. And a lot of the structure that's within this, it would help. It's not saying that they're not good because they're amazing, but these things would help. We even have a part, Jasmine, for like our parents, like how she was talking about our parents were upset and how the parents were acting and all that. There's a section in there because some of the parents don't realize how when you say and do stuff, you hurt your child. I even have a section in there that's just for the dance moms to help the dance moms connect to the parents. I see it all the time where my kids feel like their parents don't love them. It's never good enough. I'm never going to be good. I'm like, where do you get that from? Because if we're pushing into you, well, I just appreciate you so much because to me, you're like a second mom. I'm like, well, I appreciate that. Well, no, you don't understand because my mom always come down on me. It's like, I'm not good enough. We're like, what the fuck is that? Like, we don't know, but I understand that because my mom pushed me. So there's one part for that's just for the dance mom and the dancer to connect. Because if you don't understand what's up here, how can you help your child? I'm like that with my own son. And it's gonna, because I don't want to give too much because I'll keep talking about it, but it's so much that will just help.
It's a lot. I want y'all to, again, y'all, if you have not done, well, I think the spots are full for the wait list. It was only 100 spots.
We're at 500 right now. Ooh, the wait list was supposed to stop at 100, but I told her to just let it go. I said, let it go because you can't pay for it until March the 5th. Everybody should have started getting emails already from the company. You can't pay for it until March the 5th. But the first 100 that pay, that's who's going to get those first set of slots.
And if anybody wanted to know how much it was out there, how much is the total?
It's on there. If you go to the link, it's in my Instagram, it's on my Facebook, it's in the bio. If you click that link, it breaks down how much the coach's portion is, how much the dance mom portion is, and how much the dancer portion is. Each one of them is there. And the prices are there. They're not hidden.
If a person is not a coach, like say for instance, I wanted to go in there, what would I go on to click on there? Because I'm not a coach, but I want to take the course.
Still do coach. I would still do coach because you're still a business. You're still a business. You're in business. So you would still want to do it as such.
As a coach.
You're not a dance mom.
The ones that don't have a team out there that wants to just take the courses to benefit their business, you guys will click on coach.
Still click on coach because you still will receive the same benefits that a dance coach would receive. You want all of it. The dance moms are not going to have access to what the dance coaches have access to. The dance moms have their own curriculum. And then there's a platform that they're building for the dancers. So the dancers won't see what the dance moms see, and the dance moms won't see what the coaches see unless they register for that. Because some dance moms, they want their own teams. So if you're new and you want to start a team, this is where you are. If you're new and you want to start a business, this is where you are. Or if you're already a vet and you're in business, still take the one for coaches because you're the coach of your business. You're in charge. You're the boss. You're the CEO. You want to make sure that you're getting into the right program. But that dance coach section, the very first ebook that comes out, and I'm not even calling it an ebook, the course book, the curriculum that comes out, that first one is 12 pages, and I have read it 3 or 4 times trying to figure out how I can add more, but there's nothing more to jam pack into that because we still have to teach from that. 12 pages, and I got to teach from that because I'm giving you like an overview. You know how you go to school and they give you an overview, but then they have to break down each thing. I'm going to break down each thing to where you understand what it is and how do I do that and why is that important. It's like when a beautician does hair. It takes a couple of hours to get your hair done because there is a strategy to it. There's a system to it. There's a way to do it. You can't just skip it. So I don't want to skip over anything. And then when we get into first grade, baby, we get into the nuts and the balls of this whole situation. Because, baby, now we really talking. Because the beginning, the introduction, it's going to be like, whoa, am I even supposed to even freaking be here?
Yeah.
I don't believe in all of this. I can't do this with this. I didn't know that I needed to do all of this. Am I ready for this? Oh my God. Okay, well, let me wait a couple of months and then get all of this together, then come back. Because it's gonna be a lot that comes. It's like boom, boom, every week, boom, boom, boom. It's something coming every week. And we're gonna be done with the program in 6 months, the whole thing. But as you get it implemented, Don't wait till it's over. As you get it, implement it. You learn something, use it immediately. Even down to how I'm able to charge what I charge for competitions, booking venues, what venues to book, what venues not to book, how your pack is supposed to be put together, detailed descriptions about like everything. And then at this point, after you complete it and you still fucking up, now damn it, listen.
And some of it, to wrap it up, some of it might be easy and it might come second nature because those that actually know how to run a competition, when it gets to run a competition and gets to that course, you should be able to pass that course with flying colors because you already acclimated of what to do. What she's just pretty much basically reassuring you what you're doing. If it's right, then you're good. If it's not right, then you can just apply it and you still pass the course. So a lot of it, is just it may be self-explanatory to you guys because those that have already been thrown on stuff and have already know the know-how of having their team registered as a business and the competitions registered as a business, it'll come second nature. So yeah, so you guys just get prepared for Majorette University. Again, Diana has competition. When is your next competition?
Our tour starts March the 19th. If they go to dd4l.net, all of the locations are listed. So we start March 19th and we go all the way to September the 2nd in Miami. So we're like a window. The only month that we don't have anything is May. That's most of the time kids are graduating from high school, college, et cetera, et cetera. I am also implementing a stand battle score sheet that was used on Bring It. Never, ever, ever been released. It's going to start being used during Book or Die, but I'm going to release it in Majorette University and give everybody access to it. It's going to help keep down confusion, Jazz. When nobody should be talking at the judges table, no panels, no paddles, you need none of that. That score sheet's going to help. Okay. Well, so when I release that, it's going to be like, oh, shit. Even down to how we put together our system where we got 20 teams and we out of there at 7, 8 o'clock. Because we even had that issue in Jackson. We had so many teams and so many categories. It was pushing us back to get out at like 1 o'clock in the morning. I was like, oh, hell no. We had to fix and readjust. And once we readjust, we were done by 7 o'clock. Yeah. So, but it's a lot. But I appreciate your time. I'm excited to see Starstruck. And I have never seen Royal Elite, so I can't wait. Hopefully,
I'll be waiting for Royal Elite to do my show and Starstruck, but we're going to see what they do, Chad. We're going to see what they do.
Well, if you need me for anything else, definitely let me know, and we will see you soon.
All right. Bye, you guys. All right. So Diana is gone, y'all. So that was it. Okay. I think we're good. Nobody else coming on. I want to make sure we good and clearing everything, you guys. A lot of amazing stuff going on. Again, you guys take this into consideration with the shows. Y'all teams out there, register for quality shows. I'm not saying this as a dig at Just Cause because everybody has to learn. But I'm saying if you guys know of shows that's out there that is doing shows and they are quality shows and there are shows that have their stuff in decency and order, register for them. Take your kids to an experience that they will never forget, period. That's it. That's all. Don't spend y'all money going out of state to a show that you guys are going to be messed over. Again, this is not towards Just Cause. This is not at all have nothing to do with. I'm saying this in general. Go to shows that have their stuff together. Attend competitions that have their stuff together in order. The rules is clear and concise across the board. Their judges are going to be qualified. Their venue is going to be adequate for your team. It's a lot of things that go into do y'all research. It's okay. Do your research. Do your research. How to, it's so many things. That's why I said, I don't know about anybody else. I'm excited about Majorette University. Again, it's an investment. I have a business. So I can write that off, my tax write-off, as a business expense. That's what happens when you're a business. It's a business expense. Y'all have to understand, when y'all having these shows, those are businesses. There are so many things that you can write off on your business to be able to get a business credit from. Hello? Make it work for you. Don't work harder, work smarter. So again, that is the end of the Majorette Tea for today. You guys, I am exhausted. Do you hear me? Exhausted. Y'all see Whitney? I am exhausted. I am exhausted. But this definitely needed to happen. And so I appreciate you guys sticking with us for the duration of the live. So you guys I think this is going to be it for a little bit. So I will see you guys next time on the Majorette Tea.
T stands for teaching, E stands for educating, and A stands for bringing awareness. And that's exactly what we are doing. Somebody put me in beef class because I feel like I'm about to go there.